drink.
The pack is reunited. Kyle Draper is back. Uh-oh. You okay? Everything good? No. What an upset. Kyle Draper is back, but he's unhappy about something. We'll find out. You went to San Diego, didn't you? Yeah. All right. You get yourself settled in here. Yeah. We're going to talk today to Eron Pilott.
I'm upset about that.
You are?
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
You're upset that he's coming in?
Yep. I know. I'm glad, but him and I going to have it out.
Uh-oh.
Get on the mic here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You want to start right there.
Also
Him
today,
and
yeah.
I are gonna-
Me and Eron
What
are going to
happened?
have it out.
You
And
guys
he
are
knows
Two
exactly
peas in a
why.
pod. What's going on?
He knows. No, I can't. I don't, because he's listening.
Okay.
I need for him to feel it and hear it when he walks in. I don't want to tip him off to why he's going to, feel the wrath of drapes
Gonna
today.
walk into the Draper
Yeah.
buzzsaw today.
He's like, hey guys, it's been a long time, dude. I'm gonna hit him hard. I really am upset with that dude. So, yeah.
Well, I think is he coming in around 3 today, Jay?
That'd be 3 p.m., sir.
Yeah. So
I don't even know why he's coming in so early. Why so early?
Eron at 3 means 3:45.
Right. And here's the thing, too. I got a bone to pick with Jay.
With Jay?
Yeah.
Dog, my bad.
Jay, you just
coming in taking shots.
Eron don't tell us when he coming in. We say this is what we got available for you.
Well, first of all, I did.
Oh, all right.
I don't pretty much let anybody tell us when they want to come in. I kind of give them the time, but he is friend of the show. He is family, is he not?
I'm telling you, we'll find out later today, big fella.
All right. Well, he's 2/3 family, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. With
Right
you
now.
guys, but man,
And
he
so-
is on the outs with me.
Sometimes families get into squabbles.
Of course.
Yeah.
More times than friends and,
Yeah.
and strangers.
We're about to get into it. I can't wait.
So I offered it to him. I say, listen, I know he's got some big things on the horizon. I won't spoil it. He'll announce a few things that he's got going on with the True Sports Cars family.
Big things.
And he asked if 3 p.m. would. Well, excuse me. I offered 3,
see,
4. No. I offered 3, 4, and 5, and he said 3 would work because he's got to catch a plane.
Okay. All right.
If I would have knew, now I will say this: maybe I overstepped my boundaries because I didn't check with you first.
Yeah.
I should have probably tapped in and make sure that you wasn't ready to clothesline.
I want him at 2:01. I'm ready. No need to wait till 3. Bring his butt in now. I am upset.
All right, so that'll be interesting.
And this isn't for show, fellas. Like, this is legit. This isn't for show.
Well,
This
I
is
know
legit
that's
upset.
kind of the way of the Draper.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
not just acting here. This is him and I gotta have some words.
Also today, we're going to talk to Tayshawn Reed. Let's see. That'll be
Raiders.
Yes, 410 about what in the world's going on with the Raiders and Christian Wilkins. So
Yeah.
we got some interesting things to get into today, Trace. But let's start by asking about your trip to San Diego.
All right, I'm gonna deliver the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, it had to be all good.
Nah. No, it was great. Me and the kids had a fantastic time. I didn't even post our accommodations because I didn't want to make anybody jealous. We stayed at this nice hotel, got a nice deal on it that included the rental car. That's why I stayed there.
Well played.
It's just this is a Jay. The good, the bad, the ugly right here.
Yes, sir.
So we got there late Friday night, checked into the hotel. The kids loved it. It was so nice. They give you water at the front desk, but not just any water. Box water. Their own brand, like their own label of box water. So the kids thought it was super fancy. And they're like, oh my gosh, box water. So we get to the room. They open up the box water. Now, the box water is not cold. So they open up the box water. They take a sip. Dad, this tastes like water from the tap. I was like, yeah, they overhyped the box water. But no, we had a good time.
Water's water.
Water's water, right? Especially, you got to chill it, right? If you're going to have some water, you hand out box water has to be chilled for it to taste good.
Yeah. What is box water? Just water
in the box.
The brand, yeah.
All right.
You'll see them soon. Hint, hint. September 20th.
Oh, Jay got a little endorsement there, a little sponsorship deal. So we got up, went to the zoo, San Diego Zoo.
Pretty
Saturday.
darn good zoo.
Exactly. And while you were gallivanting last week doing who knows what, I was sharing with Jay, I got a 6-hour maximum time limit at the zoo.
That should be enough.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Wait.
Remember, I said this last week, Jay.
Wait. Why you have to say my boy Dub G was doing something?
No, I don't know what he was doing out there, man. He was traipsing around. Yeah, because I'm upset, fellas. I'm upset. So we go to the zoo, and fortunately, we only did like 4 hours.
What time did you get there?
About 10:30.
Okay.
Zoo was open at, I think, 9. We got there at 10:30.
A lot of the best animals, during the day,
they were napping, bro. They were sleeping. Yeah. I know. But we had a checklist of the animals we wanted to see. And so we made our way. They make it so easy now. You can throw it in the app, and it tells you how far you are from each animal, how long of a walk.
It's a big zoo.
So we did that for 4 hours, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. I saw lions, tigers, bears, oh my. That's all I needed. Get back to the hotel. Now, mind you, this hotel is nice, Whitey. Oh, my. It's on a golf course. Oh, my gosh. Swim at the pool that day, after the zoo. Perfect. Wanted to go mini golf, but they closed up.
I don't see how this could go sideways.
No, I'll tell you. It's about to get there, big fella.
This is the good right now, right?
Yeah, this is the good. Next day, get up. Got some friends from here that actually just moved down to San Clemente, I think it is.
All right.
So they drove down an hour, met us at the beach.
Very conservative enclave, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
San Clemente, I believe so.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
So is Folsom, though.
Yes. Yeah.
So we hung out at the beach. Remember, I can't do 6 hours of anything.
Oh, okay.
4 hours.
Doesn't just apply to the zoo.
Nah, it's pretty much like
just a zoo rule.
Right. You get, the fact that I do 4 hours with you every day is a modern miracle. So we do 4 hours at the beach. This is fantastic. Everything's great.
Do you know which beach it was?
We just did Mission Beach.
Okay,
yeah. Mission Beach, right there. Went back home. Kids wanted to go to the amusement park, Belmont Park, right down the street.
Right there, yeah, right.
But we drove back to the hotel, freshened up, showered, came back to Mission Park, or Belmont Park.
Yeah.
It's not as good as it used to be. It's fallen off since the last time.
What was the wooden roller coaster? What was it called? The Dipper or something?
The Big Dipper.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing, I had to readjust my dental work after that thing had me. It was like so shaky. Oh my god!
Those old ones will rattle.
Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh!
What's a all pass ride wristband going for at Bell Park these days?
How would I know, big fella?
Oh, excuse me.
No, I got the unlimited. You know me, but because we went at night, the final 3 hours it was $42 a person. That's actually not bad. In the whole scheme of life, that's not bad.
To get your dental work
right, to dental work.
Get your bridge jumped
right. And so we didn't have dinner yet, and I'm looking at the food options there.
Oh.
Ooh. Pizza, burgers, chicken tenders. That's it.
There's better places to eat in San Diego.
Yeah. And so I'm struggling out there. Guess what I had for dinner that night?
Chicken tenders.
And
churro.
Ice cream.
What's the pretzel spot there? The Wetzel's Pretzels.
Shout out to pepperoni, the cinnamon with
I just had. Come on, I'm plain. You know that.
On,
I didn't have no dipping sauce. So I had Wetzel's Pretzels. That's a little rough. That's oof.
For dinner?
For dinner. That was dinner, dude. It was 9:00. What you want?
Did you at least get the salted version?
Yeah, I do get the salt. And with the butter on it and everything.
But you had a big lunch?
A little late lunch, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, the timing, you know what I mean? So that was fine.
You probably had lunch at the zoo, though. Or is that a different
Yeah, we had lunch at the zoo.
They don't have a lot
of good options either. So I guess this is the bad. Like the dining options were not very good. So we do the amusement park. Everything's fine. Kids did the zip line and everything.
Did you guys go in the ocean when you went to the beach?
Oh yeah. I mean, yes. I was about to say I had to go to the bathroom, Whitey. Of course I went in the ocean, but I don't want to say that. Kids played in the ocean for 4 hours, big fella. And they loved it. My kids loved the ocean. So Monday comes. Now this is the big day. Going to San Diego State. But first, I'm like, hey, kids, let's have breakfast at the hotel restaurant because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we had not had any meals at the hotel. Mind you, this is a nice hotel. Mm-hmm. This is as nice, like the Kings would stay at this hotel if they could on the road. Guess how much breakfast cost me? It don't even matter what I ordered, Whitey. Yeah. There should be a cap on breakfast.
Put that on your room, sir. Put the
right. What room? I'm gonna say.
This is bad. This is the bad.
I'm gonna say about a $1.25.
Close, Jay.
Yeah, I was gonna say $1.20.
Yeah.
$1.50. Oh. I had 2 glasses of orange juice. My daughter had 2 glasses of orange juice. Guess how much just our orange juice bill was?
11. No, let's see.
I'm gonna say 4 times 7. So, so I'm about $30, $35.
$36 for orange juice.
I've been there.
Was it good?
No, it was really good. It was
big glass or just
it wasn't a big glass. It was maybe 8 ounces, right? So I'm like, damn. And I knew this going in, though.
It wasn't box orange juice.
No, it wasn't box. It wasn't Tropicana from concentrate.
That Donald Duck.
But I knew this going in because I always read the reviews. You know, I'm a TripAdvisor guy. Shout out to TripAdvisor. So everybody said it's a little expensive. But I'm like, all right, we can do breakfast. $150
that's
breakfast.
Tough.
Yeah, that's. Ooh, I'm still hurting on that.
Would you get crepes or
No. You know, I got the all-American breakfast, you know, just the classic with 2 eggs, a side of bacon and toast was like $28 or something like that. It was ridiculous. It was disgusting.
Where's the per diem when you need it?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Did it interfere with your enjoyment of the meal, knowing what it was going to cost, or was it like, hey, this was good, then you found out after you ate how much it cost?
No, not really. You know what interfered with the enjoyment of the meal? And Jay, you could speak to this too. Whitey, you could speak to it. I kind of felt out of place.
Oh, really?
If you know what I mean. I'll just tell the story. I'm hanging out at the pool, and there's this one other black guy, right? Walks past. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see us out here, huh? And I'm just like, you know what I mean? So I kind of, it was a little too, what's the word I'm looking? I don't want to say, it was like the masters of hotels, if you will.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you just kind of felt, it wasn't, yeah. You know, it's nice hotel. Like I wish it wasn't as stuffy, if you will. It was kind of stuffy. Mm-hmm. So we did that, had breakfast, checked out, and we go to San Diego State University, big fella. I don't know a damn thing about San Diego State, just that Kawhi, who else? Marshall Faulk.
Kirk Morrison.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Like that? Oh, I didn't know that.
Shot Penny, right?
All right, yeah.
Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn. That's all I knew. So we going on the tour, and the tour was great. It was fantastic. Then they get to the cost of the university. In-state. $8,000.
I was about to say about 10.
Yeah. But then they start throwing in the room and board, the fees and the books, and it's close to like $40,000. I'm like, what happened to in-state? You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, Nick,
the box water.
I know, right? I said, dude. And then they give you the timeline of like when you should apply and stuff like that. And it had the financial aid timeline. And I elbowed Nick. I'm like, Nick, most important part right here. Because it was a great trip. But I will say this. And Jay, cut the music and give me my real music. You know which music I'm talking about, big fella. I need my real music because this is what really grinded my gears. San Diego, a wonderful place, right, Whitey?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Tropical weather, 70 and sunny every day. Beautiful beaches, beautiful people, tremendous hotels, great ballpark. Comic-Con was down there.
That's right.
So a very touristy atmosphere. Yeah, it was fantastic. Great vibes. But why the hell is the San Diego airport the worst airport in the country?
Oh, man, it's tiny as hell, too, ain't it?
That damn airport, man. To be a tourist destination, fellas.
You ain't lying.
I felt like I was in the 1980s.
Yeah. Remind me of Tulsa, Oklahoma's airport.
Seriously. And America, we got to do better. we got to do better at our airports. So I get to the airport, and first of all, they're doing some construction.
Still?
Yeah, still.
I was down there last year, and it was.
Doug, we had to walk from the shuttle to the terminal. It took like 20 minutes. I'm like, there's no airport in America where you should have to walk to. Not in 2025 when we got conveyor belts and stuff. So we're walking, and I get inside and everything, and it's jam-packed. I'm talking jam-packed.
It is a test of your endurance.
Exactly. So I'm walking through security. Nick doesn't have TSA pre-check. For some reason, they wouldn't let him come. So he's in the other one. Me and Quinn are walking through security, and the buzzer goes off. America. Why does different airports have different screening systems?
Man.
Why is my belt going off in San Diego when 90% of the other airports I go through, the belt doesn't go off? Shouldn't it be a uniform system in our country?
I don't believe you're supposed to wear the belt through the scanner, sir.
Dude, my belt is not, dog, it's not even a metal belt. But for this, I wear my belt all the time, Whitey. But in this archaic airport, stuck in the Flintstone ages, for some reason it went off.
And then take that Ferragamo off, man.
I know, right? But then we get through, and there's nowhere to sit. I mean,
oh yeah, I know.
Like, Whitey, this is a tourist destination.
Right.
This is one of America's shining cities. Why is it the worst airport? And I actually looked it up, and I was like, man, somebody got a list of the worst airports. San Diego. For some reason, San Diego's not on there, but it was packed. Nowhere to sit, nowhere to even walk, fellas.
And you were flying out on a Monday?
Monday.
Yeah.
A Monday at 5:50 was our flight.
I can see that, though, because people spending the weekend coming back, that's busy time.
But
sure.
It just, honestly, they don't have no amenities, no nice restaurants.
It's a little rundown.
Why is that? I don't understand. San Diego's got to be making. Jay.
They working on it, man.
They are.
And so that's my take. San Diego, do better, big fella. Do better, San Diego. I don't know if it's the politicians, the bureaucrats. I don't know what it is. But in 2025, to have an airport in a major U.S. city, a major tourist destination, to have it in that shape, dude, I honestly felt like I was flying with my parents on TWA back in 1983. It was that. Why is this so bad, Whitey? Can someone explain to me, whether you're on the YouTube chat, the text line, you want to call in, 91633. Why?
It's just too small. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Renovation should have started 20 years ago.
I think our airport's nicer.
It's 1,000 times.
Yes.
Dude, our airport is so much nicer. My daughter, we hopped off the plane and she was like, doesn't it feel good to be in an airport? You could actually move around.
Yeah.
What's going on with San Diego, big fella?
I don't know.
I don't understand it.
Good question.
You got SeaWorld, you got Disney up the street, you got the beaches, Coronado, all that. That should be a shining, crown jewel, if you will, of airports.
I think people are going to go there. It's so nice, whether they have a nice airport or not.
I felt
like, we don't need to dangle the carrot. You're coming here.
It was so bad. I felt like, and Jay, you've been to Fort Lauderdale's airport, right?
Yes, sir.
That's kind of run down too. Fort Lauderdale was better than this.
Wow.
This is San Diego we're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Everything is supposed to be great. Perfect weather, beautiful people, great universities, great beaches, and the worst airport in the country.
So overall, the trip was two thumbs up?
A plus. A minus.
A minus.
Yeah,
okay.
I spent a pretty penny. The airport sucked, but the time with the kids, big fella,
yeah,
it was priceless. We always have a great time.
And Nick liked the campus.
Liked the campus. One last thing. When the last time you seen a college dorm? Were they always this small?
Yes.
They had
yes, man.
Dude, they showed me one of those 3-person dorms. I'm like, bro.
Wait, what's a 3-person dorm?
Dorm room, where it got
Jack and
a
Jill,
bunk bed and then one over here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm like,
I didn't even know those existed.
Dude.
Thought it was 2 people to a room.
Our shoe closet is bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick was like, Dad, I don't think I could bring my sneakers here. And I'm like, no, you can't, big fella. You get a pair of slides, a basketball shoes, and every day you get 3 pairs to take to college.
Right.
There's no room anymore. You can't take anything to college.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's all I got, man. That's Drapes Takes right there. I'm fired up.
So does Quinn want to maybe go there too?
Nah, I mean, we got to see some other spots. You know, honestly, it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. It's nice. It's cool. Nice gym in terms of the fitness center and everything. But I need a little something more exotic.
All right.
I'm going to try to go to Oregon coming up in the fall, go to a football game up there. Obviously, got to check out Sac State.
No in-state discount.
I got to look at the reciprocity, if you will. There's some schools that give the reciprocity. And Nick will get a scholarship for something.
Oh, okay.
Basket weave and something. He's going to do something, big fella, if he's going to college.
Stained glass windows.
Right, stained glass windows. But, yeah, man, it was a good trip, but a couple of things. The price of the hotel was phenomenal.
Man, you chose the hotel.
I know.
Did you not?
I did.
Okay.
But I got the deal on Costco, big fella.
Oh, okay.
Because it was Comic-Con week, so everything was expensive.
Yeah.
Fortunately, with Costco, they threw in the car rental also.
Oh, that a boy.
So I'm like, all right, that's $300 right
that's
there.
South Kirkland.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Mm-hmm.
So what else we got going on? How was the show yesterday?
We had a good time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to check what hotel you were in. I'm trying to find out.
yeah, it wasn't even
San Diego.
No, I was in Del Mar.
Del Mar.
Oh, yeah, Del Mar,
Wow.
big fella.
Caught on the beach right there, Whitey.
Yeah.
Del Mar, and I wasn't even on the beach. I'm telling you, but it was nice. I'll tell you what it was. It's the Fairmont Del Mar.
Woo.
And it was nice. Let me see how much. Yeah, don't look at the prices.
Yeah, it was
nice,
comp.
though.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll say this, Jay and Whitey. When I go to those kind of establishments, those kind of hotels where it's kind of stuffy, if you will, and you're like, I don't know if I should be here. I could take one of two tacks. Either say, A, I never want to stay here. I don't want to support that. Or B, you know what? Damn Skippy, I'm up in here. Now what? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's something you think about. And so when I talk about this hotel, I will go back again because I'm of belief I should be able to go to any hotel I want in the country.
Absolutely.
And feel comfortable too.
Yeah. Right.
And
Absolutely.
so, yeah, I'm not going to be like, oh, it feels stuffy here. That's not, no, hell, I go wherever the hell I want. So I'll go back to that hotel.
Yeah, because a place that feels stuffy, you feel like maybe I'm not wanted here. But what you're saying is, I don't really care if I'm wanted here or not.
Right. I'm here. I'm going. Exactly. Yeah. I belong here. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
was it hard for you to pick what school you ended up going to? Was that difficult at all?
No, not at all. Come on, big fella. When you get a full ride to Temple University for academics, it picks you. You know what I mean? Honestly, I wanted to go to the University of Pittsburgh. And don't get me started on this. This is going to be in the book. But in high school, my dad said, if you get a full ride to school, I will buy you a new car.
Ooh.
So I'm busting my butt, getting A's, get a full ride to Temple University.
That's impressive. I didn't realize that.
So I'm pull up, the computer or whatever it is, the Auto Trader book.
Yeah.
I'm flipping through it back then. Dad, I want this Volvo. I think it was $18,000. He laughed at me. He's like, I didn't mean a brand new car. I meant new for you.
Yeah.
You know,
A
car. So I wound up with an $800.50 Nissan Sentra, I think it was.
Square body.
Yeah. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, and then I decided to go to Temple because they offered the money at the time. So, but I wanted to go to Pitt.
You asked how the show was yesterday. One of the things we talked about, we were waiting to see what you thought of it. If we have it, Jay, if we have the Chris Carey call, do we have that? You being a
poor guy.
Yeah. And, we were saying, hey, it happens. No big deal. But, he's been beating himself up about it pretty good. And we're just wondering, you as a professional play-by-play sports announcer, what you made of it. Have you actually heard it yet?
I have not heard it, though. I saw him post about it, but I didn't actually hear it.
He posted about it a lot.
Yeah.
It was interesting because his partner, Dallas Braden, kind of picked him up. And you haven't done a lot, if any, baseball, right?
I haven't done any baseball. Yeah, I have not done any baseball.
Mm-hmm. This was Saturday night, and Lawrence Butler with the drive, and he's crushed it. And Chris Carey with the call, he obviously got a little lost.
1-2 pitch, high in the air, deep to right. That ball is foul or gone.
That ball was absolutely launched. Law Dog posing him up at the dish. He knew it off the bat. It was just a matter of how far. He knew he got it.
Yeah, so, a lot of people have come to his defense. Doug Glanville said, look, the greatest players of all time lose it in the light sometimes. But so we're not like trying to bury the guy. He's 25. Obviously, he just didn't see what happened there, Drapes. He lost the ball.
That's tough. That's tough. As a broadcaster, and it happens in basketball, sometimes you get blocked. Sometimes, that's where you have the monitor in front of you, though. That's where you go from looking at the play to, oh, snap, I can't really see it. Let me go down and look at the monitor. I don't want to bury the guy, but it sounds like a young broadcaster's mistake, if you will. I'll put it like that. It happens. You lose the ball. I lose it in basketball, but that's why you got the monitor there.
Yeah.
The second you can't tell, oh, snap, let me go to the monitor.
Right.
You got to, that's one of the things people, when it comes to broadcasting, people don't understand. It's like you're watching the game, yes, but you also have a couple of monitors right in front of you.
Interesting.
And a lot of times in basketball, a coach will stand in front of you, or, a play will be across the court and you can't really see the corner or something like that. And then that's when you go to the monitor.
Yeah.
It happens, I'm not going to bury the guy.
Right. It's going to be forgotten if it's not already.
Right. And, I feel bad for him that he felt the need to go out there and even say anything.
Yeah.
Because you could hear it even during the broadcast. Once he realized the mistake, he just wanted to crawl away and go hide under. Like, it's the worst feeling as a broadcaster, especially when you listen to him call it. His voice gets high, and that ball's, and then he's stuck. He's like, right. And so Dallas Braden seemed like he knew right from the picked him up.
Now, Jay thought maybe Dallas Braden was sticking it to him a little bit when he said, all you had to do was look at the outfielder there to know how far out that ball was going.
Oh,
it's cold blood, man.
Oh, maybe.
Just the way he said it, because it was like it was a no doubter.
And that's what I'm saying. Actually, Dallas, there at least one person wasn't sure about that one. Yeah, that's tough. I felt bad for the kid.
I hadn't even thought about the monitor thing.
I hadn't either. I know we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah,
that's why we referred to.
Yeah, you got to go to the monitor in that situation, man, because the monitor, they pretty much are accurate. They show it, they got different camera angles, so many different cameras. You can tell. Or even look at the run. Like, I don't know. Like Dallas said, look at the outfielder, too. The way the outfielder.
At the very least, maybe if you don't see it, just
don't
tap your partner or say, I lost the
high fly ball.
Yeah.
Lay out.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything. You know, lay out.
And
until you get confirmation, and it's out of here. Yeah, he got caught up there. That's a young broadcaster right there.
Speaking of baseball, we mourn the passing of Ryne Sandberg as we do. Reminder, we need to listen to Deion Sanders and what he had to say. That's next with the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
The Giant Summer Sale is here. Get giant savings on our giant selection only at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save during the Honda Summer Event and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. See all our specials at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda. Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop. Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Averyana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Sponsored by the California Army National Guard and Hop Valley Brewing. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Hi, Sacramento. It's the No Surprise Guys at Bell Brothers. AC acting up? Call Bell Brothers. Need a new system? Get $2,500 off, 0% financing, and no payments for 12 months and approved credit. Just need a tune-up? Get an $87 AC maintenance with same-day appointments. You're on time, quote up front, and fix it right. No surprises. Call Bell Brothers or book at theNoSurpriseGuys.com.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/SactownSports1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Looks like the San Diego airport is one of the smaller ones in the country, like 663 acres. I just looked something up. It says, compared even to Sacramento's airport, it's one of the smaller ones.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it, dude. It's like, what are we doing?
Is there a Drapes? You said there was a list. Did you actually look this up? Like the worst airports in the United States?
I did, and nobody mentioned San Diego.
What we got to touch on this a little later in the show. What was on there though?
Miami, a couple of New York ones.
But see, is it because of the traffic and is it going by accommodations and the actual
a little bit
movement,
everything.
or is it
Traffic,
because of the time, like
flight
LaGuardia and all that,
delays
you
and
see
stuff
those
like
things
that?
there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just the actual nuts and bolts.
Right.
Yeah, on the text line here from the 916, Del Mar on the beach, the 1800s Wood Hotel. That's the landing spot. If that's where you stayed, that is a spot. It is reportedly haunted as well, which is cool.
Nah, I didn't stay there. What's the name of it? 1800s?
Why is that cool?
It says Del Mar on the beach, 1800s Wood Hotel. Your hotel is more modern than that?
Yeah, but it's, my hotel felt like I was in the Mediterranean, Greece or Italy or somewhere like that. It was like that. Gorgeous grounds, though. Oh, gorgeous. Like, it was really nice. Really nice. Golf course. It was really nice. But it was away from everything. Like, it wasn't like on the beach or, you couldn't just walk outside. It was tucked away, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice.
So a little bit of a hike to the airport or not really?
20 minutes, 25, something like that. So not too bad. Not too bad. That airport, though. And let me ask you this. Because here's the thing, and I know we got sports to get into, but we got to do a better job in this country of putting the car rental location closer to the airport.
Oh, don't get me started.
Between that and Vegas is pretty bad too.
Yeah.
But San Diego's worse. It took us like 25 minutes from the time we hopped on the shuttle to the time we got to the rental car agency.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. We trying to get in and out. Like, what are we doing? Like, it just, now you got to budget in an extra half hour. And Vegas is pretty bad, Jay. I don't know if you've tried the Vegas rent. Like, it's always packed. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't do lines that well, Whitey. I'm not sure if that would surprise you or not, but Yeah, it was pretty bad, man.
Mm-hmm. But you still had a good trip.
Yeah.
Great trip.
Yeah, great
Sounds
trip.
like a very, very good trip.
Yeah, it was really real nice, man. Real nice. And I was thinking, too.
See, the best thing if Nick goes there is you have so many excuses. Oh, we're going down to San Diego
100%.
to see
hour
son.
flight. Yeah. I need to start doing the show on the road more often. Because my daughter was like, Dad, why we got to go back? I'm like, I got the show. I was like, you know what? I could do the show here while they play at the pool or something.
Yeah. Easy.
I got to start taking advantage of that.
Come on, man.
I always feel like I got to be in studio
because you enjoy being here
Right.
so much with Jay and I, and
it's tough.
Kyle Ledbetter.
I guess. Not as much as Kyle. Kyle sticks around an extra hour. Who does that at work? Like, go home, big fella. Go.
He's still working.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know me, 5:59. I'm out of here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wonder why I never catch you at the Kings game.
I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here.
I
What
wanted
else
to
you
see what you guys thought about. We didn't talk about Deion yesterday, and Deion Sanders has gone public with the fact that he had bladder cancer, and he says he's doing fine. He kept it from his family. And, of course, also yesterday we found out that we lost, the sports world that is, lost Ryne Sandberg. And I just thought one of the things that was so important that Deion Sanders said was he talked about, if you have anything going on, go see your doctor.
Yeah.
And it's so true. And I know everyone knows that, but I had cancer and I probably should have gone to the doctor sooner than I did. And it worked out okay, but it might have been easier if I'd done that. So it's just such an important message that Deion is delivering now. You got something going on and you're not sure, go get it checked out.
Yeah. It's, and I need to go check out the doctor as well. I've been putting it off. They called me a few weeks ago. They wanted me to come back in. And so, no, it's, and he's been through a lot talking about Deion.
Yeah.
Now the bladder, the feet and everything. He's had a lot going on. And, he's sort of an example, an inspiration in that regard, especially in the minority community, and as men, I'll say, we're taught to, be strong.
Absolutely.
And don't need no help with anything. I'll tough it out. Dude, get it checked out. Deion did. And, I'm 50 now. My mom keeps telling me, go get your shingle shots, Kyle. Go get your shingle shot. I need to go do that. But it's nothing like, and I'm sure you face it, Jay face it, we all do, when you don't feel well, whether it's your body aching, you got the flu or something. Like, your health really is the most important thing out there. You know what I mean? Because if you don't feel good, it could be miserable out there.
Yeah.
Man.
And obviously, you've got other people that rely on you, too.
Yeah.
It's not just you. I don't feel well. There's people that need you to do things for them, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got family, kids, people that depend on you,
Yeah.
if you will. So, no, shout out to Coach Prime for that. Man, that, like, to have his bladder removed,
Yeah.
I don't even know, like, what that entails and the ramifications and all that.
Put a new one in.
Really?
That's what I saw somewhere.
An artificial version. Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't even imagine that.
It makes you squeamish.
Yeah. And he's very forthcoming about it, how, some of the problems it causes, and he's making jokes about it. And bless him for doing that, and bless him for, coming out and explaining how important it is to get things checked. But you know that. Jay, I know you're a baseball guy from Wayback and Drapes. I know you're a long-time baseball fan. Losing Ryne Sandberg, it's interesting the way everybody talks about him the same way. He was just beloved and was a great player. And he seemed to represent a lot of the things that are good about not just baseball, but sport. And I was wondering if you can think of anybody playing now in baseball that really exemplifies the good things about baseball the way Ryne Sandberg did. And one of the guys I thought of was in San Francisco last night. Andrew McCutchen was a guy that I think of as just a
good guy. Yeah.
Treats teammates well, good teammate, and a really good player.
Who's that? Basketball wise, a Mike Conley kind of, kind of guy, a guy that, a guy we had here in Sacramento, Garrett Temple. Yes. Remember him? Like he's one of those guys too. If just does it the right way, always seems to be in a solid mood, upbeat mood, treats people with respect. He's one of those guys. And I remember Ryne Sandberg, just growing up, and because I, worked in Washington State, and I believe that's where Ryne Sandberg is from. there's a huge connection in the
Spokane,
Spokane, right?
Yeah.
And anytime he did anything, we would broadcast it on, Ryne said, like, that name carried weight. He was part of those great Cubs teams was he with Dawson and them?
In fact, Sean Dunston was doing an interview somewhere, and he said Ryne Sandberg last week, I guess it was, called up Sean Dunston, called up Andre Dawson, and just told him how much he loved him. It's like, oh my goodness.
And he's young.
Yeah.
What, 65?
65, I believe. Yeah.
And honestly, fellas, I did the math. Don't take a whole lot of time to do it. I'm 50. Not sure how old you are, Whitey. I don't know if but I'm like, if he can go, like, that's 15 years older than me.
Yeah.
Like, that's almost my generation right there. I'm like, damn.
He had prostate cancer, and then he was pronounced, you're good. You're clear.
Oh, really?
And he came back. Yeah. So, we'll never forget Ryne Sandberg, and thank you, Deion Sanders, for sharing your very important message. Looks like Bryce Harper and A's fans feel the same about Manfred. We'll talk about that when we come back. And we haven't talked about Kuminga yet, have we?
Oh, no, we haven't. That's still going on? Jeez.
That and more with the Drive Guys coming up, Sacktown Sports.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave here for Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room, inviting you to come join them every Wednesday for their midweek madness drawing, giving away $2,000 in total cash starting at 6 p.m. It's a safe and friendly environment, plenty of well-lit parking available, and it's conveniently located right there in downtown Sacramento. And remember, best food, best service, best games, 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is, live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sacktown Sports 1140.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
Hey, it's Alan Stiles. Have an injury? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, an injury law firm, has many happy clients in Sacramento and the surrounding areas who have called downtown. Get paid for your injuries from slip and falls or auto accidents. One of their most recent settlements was $1.5 million for a motorcycle accident. Have you had an auto accident? Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. And visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
Save $12,000 off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 5.3 liter at Maida's Elk Grove Chevy after all rebates. And Maida Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. Plus $12,000 off new Silverado exclusively at the Maida Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at MaidasChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Excludes work truck. Must trade in 2011 Chevy Power Truck. Not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers.
Made a great deal at Maida. At Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics, we're all about summer smiles. During July, we're having our Summer Smiles special with $300 off braces or Invisalign with no money down if you start treatment in July. And you'll have a chance to win Legoland tickets. Go to kidscaredental.com for more information.
The Drive Guys powering your afternoons Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Drive Guys back together. You got Jay, you got Whitey, you got Kyle Draper back from San Diego, making things happen. And I mentioned before we went to break, we haven't talked about Kuminga. And so we already have from Campy, complain about Kuminga. Why? Now you have to talk about Kuminga. Too much talk for an average player. So nothing more going on about Jonathan Kuminga other than, and we'll get to this real quickly and move on from it. But we have a number of drapes. Apparently, this is what the Warriors have been offering him. Word is the Warriors, according to Mark Stein, have offered Kuminga. The best offers have topped out in the 2-year, $40 million range. His camp has continued to seek out sign and trade opportunities. Still think it's probably not going to happen as far as Kuminga coming here. Would you say?
Yeah, I think so.
0 to 10 on the Kuminga scale. 0 ain't happening. We're maybe at a 2.
Right. I think so. And I think Alan said he had it at a 6 earlier.
Yeah.
You know, that I just don't see it.
I think his Kuminga scale needs to be checked.
It needs to be figured out, readjusted, recalibrated, if you will. A lot has to happen for the Kings to acquire Kuminga. One, the Warriors have to lower their asking price. 2, you have to come up with the right contract for Kuminga to come here. And 3, your offer has to beat, let's say, the Chicago Bulls offer. And so it's a lot. And we had Anthony Slater on a few weeks ago. He said it could last into August, before camp. Like, it doesn't seem like we're going anywhere with this. The 2 years, what was it, $40 million for Kuminga?
That's, according to Mark Stein, that's about what the Warriors are offering. Yeah, have offered.
That's not a bad deal.
Warriors' best offers to Kuminga have topped out in the 2-year, $40 million range, he reported.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal. $20 million per, but he wants out of there, hell or high water, right?
Yeah.
And so eventually, I would imagine somebody's going to have to blink, either him or the Warriors. If he blinks, he goes to the Warriors, back to the Warriors. If the Warriors blink, because I don't even think it's about the contract with them right now. Do you? Like, if they offered him the $30 million, I mean, I guess he would take it begrudgingly. But if he blinks, he goes back to, if the Warriors blink, then they trade him for less than they want to give. I'm like Campy, though. I'm tired of it. Like, it's, we got people saying, the Malik and Devin thing is still ongoing. Whatever needs to happen, I'm ready for it to happen.
Yeah.
We can go another month or 2 talking about this.
It sounds like the Kings are biding their time and hoping something breaks in their favor and they're able to get him for maybe less than market value, right? So they're still monitoring that situation. I don't think they're all in. I don't think they even view it as essential or even likely, but it just, I guess it's prudent if they like him as much as BJ Armstrong apparently does, just monitor the situation and see. It's funny because we hear the reports we hear is like, this is what the Warriors want, and the teams interested are the Kings and the Suns. Well, the Suns don't have what the Warriors want.
Right.
They can't be in it. If that's really what the Warriors want, that means the Kings are really the only team that are even involved still.
Yeah. Are the Bulls still involved or no? Last week the Bulls were mentioned also, but they got their own issues.
Yeah.
With Josh Giddey. Why do you think, we're talking a whole lot about Kuminga because of the Kings' reported interest, but Kuminga, Giddey, out there,
Thomas.
Cam Thomas, and who else? There's
Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Grimes.
Yeah.
Like, are they all playing the waiting game too? Teams seem to be playing hardball to me right now.
Yeah, but they don't have the cap space, and it's so much harder when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
Now with the new CBA, and I know Jay and I talked about this a lot yesterday.
What's interesting about the Kuminga situation? He has some veterans on that team. Draymond, Steph. I wonder, will it come to a point where they get involved? Where they counsel him or go to the organization? Like, they've been kind of quiet on this, that they've been, letting it play out. It's hard to tell a man that, to get into his finances and everything like that. But in terms of the role, because it doesn't seem to be a money problem, it's the role, it's everything like that. It's, I would imagine if I'm Steph and I want Kuminga back, or I view Kuminga as my teammate. I won a championship with him. I got to be counseling him to an extent through this.
I would guess they're fine if he's not back.
Damn.
Because they want to win in the short term. And Steve Kerr has said, I can't win right now with him. That's why he's not playing.
Damn.
And you go to the Logan Murdoch story. And again, I don't know if it's true or not. This is what's being reported. It's what he wrote in May. He said that Kerr really got frustrated with Kuminga when he would look for his own shot and not throw the ball to Steph Curry. So if that's true, that's something that the veterans on that team, publicly, he's going to be great, wish him the best. But privately, they're going to be like, we can't have him.
Right.
He can't be on our team.
Because if Steph wanted him back,
exactly.
Steph could be like, yo, he's a valuable part. We want him back.
Right.
Damn. Kuminga's in a lose-lose situation, it seems like right now. Honestly, the best thing might be taking that qualifying offer, playing out this year, and then hitting unrestricted free agency.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, were you here? No, you were, I think, off last week when, Slater reported that the Kings and Kuminga had spoken and that Kuminga was very open to Sacramento. The discussion we had last week is not, all right, do we want Kuminga or not? But is he the right guy to be building your team around?
Mm-hmm.
And some people thought, well, he's a worthwhile gamble, worthwhile risk, if you will. And me, myself, I'm like, it's like trying to play the lottery, man. It's, you're risking, if you want to give up a first round pick, a Devin Carter, and not give up any, bad contracts for it. It's like, I don't know if I would do it, man.
I'm with you. I wouldn't. And Jay and I were talking yesterday about, all right, what's he worth just monetarily? Forget what it would cost in terms of players. There's a story in The Athletic about people around the league, and they said, I think he should get this or that. Somebody said like 5 for 25. And my response to that was, with the Kings, if they were to work something out, which again is unlikely, the 5 would scare me more than the 25.
Locking a 5-year deal? Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Right. That's the thing.
To your point. Yeah.
Then you're married to him, if you will. It's that's tough, man. I don't know if, and who knows how Scott Perry thinks, but the thing about Kuminga, he puts up numbers, but how many times have we talked, we need a guy. What's Kuminga's ceiling, Whitey?
It's pretty high. I don't think he gets there, but
it's
really high.
Right, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
I get it. He puts you on a whole nother path.
But the only issue I have, the main issue I have with Kuminga is the guy. When you have a guy, he makes others around him better. Does Jonathan Kuminga have that capability? Does he have that room to grow? Like, he can score.
Mm-hmm.
He's aggressive. He's physical. But when he's double teamed, can he make the right read? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the guy in today's NBA, they could do it all. They don't have to beat you with just dropping 40. They could pick you apart. Jokic, I'm talking about. SGA. All the best players now can beat you in more ways than just scoring the basketball.
I don't think that's a strength of his, but in all fairness, he hasn't had a chance to develop that.
Now you're gambling on that.
Yeah, right.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Because for a 22-year-old who was picked, 7th? He really hasn't played that much.
No, he hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't played much. And he hasn't, like you said, been given that opportunity or been asked to do that, if you will, that on his shoulders, to go out there and be the guy to make playing with Steph. It's like, dude, catch the ball, finish the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're not asked to do a whole lot. Can he evolve and show that side of his game? I don't know.
By the way, it was on this date, July 29th, 2021, that the 2021 NBA draft was held.
Today?
Yes, because everything was out of whack with.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
Yeah. So that draft, the Kuminga draft, was on this day 4 years ago. Cade Cunningham first, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Suggs.
That's actually a pretty good draft class.
It's funny because I remember at the time a lot of people said there's no real difference maker, but you go all the way through the whole draft. There's some good players in there. Josh Giddey 6, Kuminga 7, Franz Wagner 8. Davion goes to the Kings. Zaire Williams, Book Knight didn't work out. Josh Primo, Duarte. Moses Moody 14, Şengün 16,
Şengün, yeah. That's
Trey Murphy 17,
dude. That's a good
Jalen
draft.
Johnson 20.
I'm looking at some of the, Io DeSumo, a second rounder, Herb Jones, a second rounder. Like there are some players that hit on that in that draft. Cam Thomas, we were just talking about. Quentin Grimes also.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Johnson, the number 20 pick.
Yep.
Jalen Johnson is going to be a stud this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a draft.
It really was. So you never know. Every draft, I think there's somebody who says it's the best draft ever, and there's somebody who says this draft sucks. That draft's pretty solid.
Right. That's a solid draft, man. And so that begs us to think about next year, wherever the Kings draft, not next year, 2 years, I think it is, where people are down on the draft pick.
Right.
There's no franchise guy and all this. Hey, man, this 2021 draft, think about it too, Whitey. Trey Murphy at 17.
I know. It's incredible.
Man. Chris Duarte, my guy, at 13.
Davion, I'll be honest, still kind of stings. I don't know. So there was an opportunity missed there.
Yeah.
Maybe he shouldn't even have drafted him, given what else was on the roster. But
right.
I think he's proven to be close to the player the Kings hoped he would be when they drafted him.
Yeah, I think, going back to Miami, this is a big year for him because I'm looking at it. I'm like, is he the starting point guard out there? Is he going to show us something? Like he showed us flashes towards the end. This might be his real first year where, all right, you're here. You're one of our guys. We have faith in you. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, the Kings also had the 39th pick, Neemias Queta, in that draft.
Did you hear the reports out of Boston?
What's that?
He's going to be their starting center to open the season. Yeah. That's the reports out of Boston.
He's going to beat out Luka Garza?
Yeah, he's got oh my gosh, how about that?
Who was also in that draft.
Yeah, he's going to be their starting center. He got a championship ring.
Good for him.
Yeah, shout out to Nimi.
Mm-hmm. Eron Pilott should be joining us when we come
He's
back.
not here yet, is he?
Not here yet.
I'm telling you, I'm going at him. Right. We got a beef.
All right. We'll find out what that's about coming up on Sacktown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
How far do you hit your 7-iron? The answers will tell you which tees to play, according to Josh Sens in Golf Magazine. Deep down, you know you shouldn't be playing from the tips, but it's common for golfers to play from too far back. Aside from higher scores, rounds become a grind, and golf becomes much less fun. After several years of research, the USGA unveiled a new data-driven offering to find the proper tees called Best Tees. If you know how far you hit your 7-iron, Best Tees will tell you which tee boxes to play. A typical male golfer should be playing from 6,100 yards and a typical female golfer from 4,400 yards. Most players have a good idea of their 7-iron distance, with average male's distance of 138 yards and average females of 100 yards. Throw out the occasional perfect shot, which travels more than those distances, and concentrate on your average. This will allow you to reach the vicinity of most greens in regulation and let you hit a variety of clubs on approach shots. Leave your ego at home and give it a chance. You'll have more fun. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Sponsored by the California Army National Guard and Hop Valley Brewing. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. Whether it's a long day on your feet, a demanding workout, or everyday aches and pains, you need relief that can keep up when pain persists. Aleve is here for you with longer-lasting body pain relief compared to leading OTC branded pain relievers. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team, we can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox Disinfecting Wipes, teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
People are coming from all over to Sacramento, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, from Folsom, Elk Grove, Woodland, Roseville, because they've seen for themselves the huge selection and the best prices at SacSuperstore.com. Good luck finding a lower price anywhere else. And if you do, they'll match it. It's as simple as that. Sacramento, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, where a handshake still means something. Open until 10 o'clock and centrally located right across from Hagen Oaks Golf Course. And online at SacSuperstore.com. The guaranteed lowest price and the best selection of Dodge, Chrysler, Jeeps, and Rams. SacSuperstore.com.
Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries last month?
And this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
And this.
Fargo, what's my checking account routing number?
And that's just the beginning. Do you, Fargo? You can in the Wells Fargo mobile app. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Fargo is only available on the smartphone versions of the Wells Fargo mobile app. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. member FDIC.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Get your popcorn. The Drive Guys, Eron Pilott is getting ready to join us in studio, Drapes.
He's nervous. He's scared. He's scared. He's not ready for this smoke.
Yeah.
He's not ready for this smoke.
I do the show with Eron on Saturdays here, True Sports Card Show.
Even on vacation.
Huh?
Yeah.
You do the show.
And I
Must
turned
be
it on, I
nice.
said, ain't this dude supposed to be on
I
vacation?
thought you were on break. You're on vacation.
That show's like a vacation.
All right, you'll come back. This dude be in Hawaii and take the overnight flight to get back, rush home and everything.
Yeah.
To do that show, but not ours.
So I spent a little time with Eron, not a lot, but from what I know, he has no idea that you suddenly have an issue with him.
He doesn't know?
I don't think so.
No, he knows. He knows.
Maybe
once I bring it up, he'll be
in.
like, "Oh yeah. You ain't got Beckett in here, do you? Because this is no child zone. I don't want young Beckett to see what's about to happen to his dad up here in studio. Why you sitting over there, big fella? Come on up.
You gotta get situated.
Yeah, let me get
You
a
ready to
screen
come on?
protector, a windscreen for you. Hold on.
Yeah. That's very unlike Eron. It's like, oh, I didn't know I'm on yet. So
Man, what? I told you, he nervous.
We'll get you all set up here. Eron Pilott.
Yeah,
of
we
course,
got
from
a
True
bone
Sports
to pick,
Cards.
big fella.
Let's see.
Well, first of all, this the thing. I don't
ahead, Jake.
I don't have to
Apologies,
prep
just,
Eron like a normal guest on the Drive Guys because he's
Yes.
extended family. So I figured he
Yes.
know how to get his own mic and headphones plugged up, but seems
I'm
like he
here.
needs some assistance.
I'm here. Good to see you.
Hello.
both. I mean, it's good to see you, Whitey.
Thank you.
Kyle.
Do you have any idea
Dog,
what's
what are
going
you
on?
doing? You see what's behind you. What the hell you
Oh,
doing,
you're sitting
man?
in
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you doing, man?
You know,
Jeez,
you got a face for TV. Apparently,
You killing me, man.
For those of you not watching on YouTube, this guy was like, "You're in my shot."
Well, how many times have you come in here? 1,000.
That's his number one.
That's my
thing.
camera. That's my camera, bro.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Uh-huh.
Do we need to get to my beef with you?
Let's go.
How long have I known you?
Pleasantries first? No doubt.
Good to see you,
man.
Kyle. Good to see you.
We need to have some words.
Let's hear it.
Seriously.
Let's hear it.
I've known you for what? A couple years? 2-3 years? Something like that? 2 years, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a little bit
You
longer.
know,
than that,
took care of me
feels,
on
feels
Christmas
much
Eve.
longer. Yeah, it feels much longer.
Hooked me up on Christmas Eve.
That's
Opened
correct.
up the shop. I appreciate that. Done all kinds of wonderful things. Hired my son on, gave him some work.
That's great.
So Nick turned July 13th. On July 13th, Nick turned 16.
Uh-huh.
For the last year, when Nick turned 16, I'm
gonna
going to hire him.
That's true.
I'm going to hire him. Can you please pull up your recent text messages between my son and you? Can you please pull that up? I'm just asking a question. You can't do that? You can't do that, big fella?
Let me text Nick.
You're under no obligation. I'll
Your
say that.
daddy is stepping up.
I'm just saying.
Does he have a car yet?
Can you pull up the text messages between you and Nick?
Nick, I'm going to have you come in on Thursday. You might want to start walking from your house between now and...
You see, he's avoiding the question.
I'm going to hire the kid. He's amazing.
It's not about that. Nick has been, for the last 2 weeks, texting Eron, hey, can I come in this day?
That's not what he said.
Crickets.
That's not what he said.
Crickets.
He says, hey, can I come in this afternoon? Is that how we schedule things?
Nah, I can pull the receipts, big fella.
My phone's dead. My phone's dead.
Is it really? No, it's not. I'm saying pull the receipts. Because every day I ask Nick, and maybe he's not telling me the full story. I'm like, yo, you open this week? You know? He's like, I text Emery. He hasn't texted me back. Have you been leaving my guy on red? Yes or no?
I mean, I said.
See there?
I'm trying to fit
That's messed up,
trying to fit him on this schedule.
Emery.
Hey, there's no. How's his foot, by the way?
He's fine.
Okay,
He's
just wanted to make
100%.
sure. You know,
It's tough to walk though when he's recovering from that calf.
All right, you
injury. Is that what you're getting at?
No, he has a scooter. He can scooter to it. Hey, I'm
he
saying
has a scooter too, but it's a different. It's called a rascal. Yeah.
Vespa.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Let's just step back for a second. I will hire Nick. There's no doubt about it. He's a great young man who works hard. But I don't know what happened. He was on vacation mode. I like to call it airplane mode when the two of you guys went on vacation last. Let me tell you the last shift that we had with Nick. He came in, and Beckett happened to be there, my 3-year-old son.
Yeah.
And the two of them were working together, and Nick was having some fun. Then Nick goes and sits down near the front in the mom chairs. We call them mom chairs because that's where the mom sits near the front as their kids are shopping. So Nick sits at the mom chairs, maybe 18 minutes into a shift. And I said, what's going on?
You're embellishing. You're embellishing.
No, I'll pull the receipts. I have video. And I said, what's going on? He goes, I'm just going to take a quick break. I said, you've been here 18 minutes.
Now, I asked him about that.
And what
he's like, no, it's like an hour. So we had to pull the video camera, if you will.
What job do you know of that's a 3-hour shift that you take a half an hour lunch 1 hour into the
You got to get on his case then, big fella. You got to be like, no, ain't no break. We need you over here. And second of all.
I'm going to come at him with the same intensity as you came in with me today.
And second of all, does he get the babysitting fee too for hanging with Beckett? Ooh.
It's not like he fed him a bottle. Beckett was showing him how to do stuff.
I should tell him to call. We need to get to the bottom of this, if you will. You know? So.
This sounds like a counseling hour here.
Because I'm on his butt. I'm like, dude, go to work. Go. I texted him and he didn't text me back. That's what he said. Let's look. You tell me, big. I mean, the receipts are there.
I feel terrible right now.
Nah, you know.
I feel bad.
Double check.
You're right.
I must say it's an interesting strategy to.
Nah, I don't need you. Is what it says. Was what I texted him
on the radio.
That's tough. Man.
Nah, we're good. This is what it says.
That's tough. So he's trying to work.
Yeah, and I confirmed no, not today.
How many times has he texted? I'm asking as a dad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8.
But there you go.
10.
No, he didn't.
I responded on the 11th time.
On the 11th time.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, he just gives me his schedule.
I'm trying to get the dude in there, bro. Let's make it happen.
I have a feeling like he's trying to put that Shaq work ethic into his kids right now. That's what you're doing, right?
No, he got
get to work.
Yeah, do something.
What does he do if he's not working at the shop?
He's hanging with friends.
I have a feeling he's not really interested in working at the shop.
No, he is. Okay. Seriously, he would go in every day if he could.
All right.
But you know, it's he doesn't have his license yet, so I
gotta
got to be able to drive him. I got to drive him, which I would do. And because of the schedule here, I work 2 to 6. I could drop him off 1, pick him up at 7 when y'all close.
This sounds like daycare.
Right? You give me some, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Maybe you should be charging him.
I was going to say.
Oh, man.
This is great.
So that's why I had to talk to him. I'm like, my guy, supposedly, I need to see that is reaching out, and it's to no avail.
I thought it was hot outside. It's hotter in here.
Yeah, it is hot.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, though. I'm glad to see you.
How you been, man?
I've been great. I was fine up until about 8 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when the guy was grilling me about his kid not working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where.
I assumed it was about a card or.
No, I mean, no, we're going to get to the card stuff because I saw he got some Tiger Woods stuff the other day.
Yeah, I'm leaving in Chicago tomorrow.
Really? What's going on?
The National, the biggest card show in the world.
So when you go there, mostly buying? Buying the whole time? Or?
I'm a relationship. I'm going to go walk around and see some people. And I have relationships with some of the agents that represent the players in the back. So I'm going to try to meet some people. I really want to meet Dwight Howard. He's going to be at the National signing autographs.
Really?
And so is Spike Lee.
Why Dwight? Just because
he's just an elusive figure. I haven't seen him. I've never met the guy, so I'm excited to meet him.
He and Gronk are going to be at the same.
I've met Gronk. Gronk's a nice guy.
Or something.
Yeah, Gronk's a nice guy, but he's always looking around for what the next camera is. Which he's basically like Kyle Draper, but played for the Patriots.
Gotcha.
Where's my
Super
camera?
Bowl rings,
You're
Where's my
trying
camera?
to sell. You're trying to sell a.
I have one particular card. I'm going to try to
Jordan
sell
card.
the 1985 star Michael Jordan rookie card PSA 6. The value is about $30,000. So
damn.
Oh, that'd be so. Come on, brother.
I'm going to try to sell that. I mean, if you can't sell it at the National, they say if it's not at the National, it doesn't exist. This is the largest card show in the world. It's been around for close to 50 years.
In Chicago.
It bounced around for a little while. It was
in Atlantic City one time.
Oh, God. You know, Atlantic City was something else.
Where they do it in Chi-Town?
They do it in Rosemont.
Okay.
The Donald Steffen Center.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a really big event, and it's got over 1,000, maybe 1,500 tables. All the corporate guys and gals will be there, and I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Have you heard that somebody there, this card's up for auction, but I think they're going to have it there at the National, and it's a Kobe Jordan autograph, and at current price, bidding's up to $3.3 million, I believe.
Wow.
And I think they're supposed to have it there, and maybe they'll wrap up the bidding at the National.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can register to bid. It's only at 3.3. That's it.
That's the last I checked.
Oh,
Probably got up
goodness.
since
I
then.
mean, we're still within the
right.
my rounding error of what I'm willing to bid for it. That's a complete joke. There's no way I'm even remotely there. I would say that that thing will probably close around 4.5 to 5 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It really will.
So is that like an auction kind of thing?
Yeah.
Where,
It sounds like it might be an eBay Live type thing. eBay Live is trying to make a real play to be more visible in the auction platform, but it could be golden. There's a lot of great auction sites there. And I have something I got to share with you guys. Kyle, you are not a natural baseball guy. You do follow it as necessary.
Yeah, casually, yeah.
Okay, so a guy listens to our radio show on Saturdays here on Sacktown Sports 1140 at 10 a.m. on Saturdays. And he reached out to me and says, hey, I listen to your show and I got this glove that I'd like to have sold. So I said, okay, whatever. Cal Ripken Jr. or, whoever it might be. And he goes, no, I'll just send you some photos. I'm unfamiliar with it. I got it from my grandfather who collected when I was little. Well, it's a 3-finger baseball mitt. So it's the thumb and then 3 digits.
It's an old
old one. So I did a little bit of research on it. 1933. I look on the webbing of there's 22 signatures on this glove. And I look at the thumb part and clear as day, Honus Wagner. Right there, autograph on it.
Wow.
Connie Mack, Dizzy Dean. It's got all this stuff. And the guy even, it's incredible. So as I always do, I'm going to have to get on a plane with this baseball mitt, take it down to Southern California to get it authenticated. And if this glove comes back authentic and it's real signatures and they do the authentication, this will go to an auction and likely be between $50,000 and $250,000. This glove. All because he was just listening to us on the radio. So Whitey, it's you. Your knowledge.
Wow. I told you.
It's your knowledge.
Yes, you're welcome. I'll take $20 or take a blast
20%.
That's my cut.
A blaster box.
Take a blaster box.
Yeah. Why that much? Is it because you assume that the glove was game used then, or
it doesn't even matter? It's the fact that you have that many incredible Hall of Famers. There's only a few autographs worth more than a Honus Wagner. And one of them is Shoeless Joe Jackson, which people don't know because Shoeless was illiterate for most of his life. So he didn't even know how to structure J-O-E. So he didn't even know how to write. So near the end of his life, he put a few autographs together. It's one of the most valuable autographs out there. But Honus Wagner, it's the holy grail of cards. For those that don't know, Honus Wagner was a tobacco card. And he was very against children having to buy or be around the tobacco.
That's
so he
one
says,
story.
Get me out of this. What's the
Another
other story?
is that he just didn't get enough money.
Dang.
Seriously. That's one story too. Is like, no, they didn't pay him enough. So he said, I'm not doing it.
It's kind of like you on Saturdays at 10 o'clock here at Sacktown Sports 1140. So, yeah, it was one of those the finest example of the T206 Honus Wagner card is owned by the owner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's a PSA 8, so the scale is 1 to 10. It's an 8. It's estimated at a value of over $200 million. And the guy.
So how much? What? See at the very top there, I have a Honus Wagner autograph.
It looks like that.
It's legit. How much is that? You have any idea what that's worth?
A picture on your phone?
No, the autograph. The book with the autograph in it.
I mean, we see them selling for between 15 and 20,000 just for a regular.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got that, Whitey?
I do.
Why you sitting on that?
I know.
Have that? Do you really own that?
Yes, I do.
Wow. Where is it?
It's at home. It's got a whole bunch of.
I know, right?
It's got DiMaggio in there, Bill Dickey, Lefty Grove, Ted Williams. It was my dad. He got it from his uncle who used to pitch in the majors, and it's incredible.
I love being here. I love talking about this at 3:00 in the afternoon. But the audience is like, I want to talk about Dennis Schroeder and I want to talk about Malik Monk for the
Kuminga,
for the 45th hour in a row.
Don't worry about it.
We good?
Keep talking what you know.
Yeah. Speaking of,
yes,
you have a Kuminga autograph card at your shop, I think for $100. It's a really nice looking blue foil.
Yes.
Something.
And Kuminga has one of the worst autographs in the game. It just says JK. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
So he signed probably, these guys sign stickers and then they put the stickers on the card. So they don't see the card. They don't know what it looks like. And a lot of these guys sign stickers. Mine is actually on the card. He physically held the card in order to sign it. But he just signs a J and a K, and that's it.
Are you pro Kuminga coming here or?
Well, I would say that we always hear things about their personality and who they are and what they want. Sometimes, you, Kyle, we've met enough players. We've been around them enough to where we actually get to know them, Jay especially, get to know who they are and what they're all about. And I would just say that sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes. And sometimes you hear some bad stuff and it's not true at all.
Yeah.
The way that Kuminga is portrayed, it appears that he's like, I'm just here to get mine, right? Very Jordan Poole-esque. But I don't know if that really falls on him based on the people that talk to.
Any good player is going to feel that way.
Why
right?
wouldn't they?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, right.
You don't have a little ego. There's something wrong with you, especially if you're good. It's just, does he fit into the King system? Does it make sense? He is a tall, nice player. He's going to give you probably with the Kings somewhere between 15 and 17, but that's a role that that Keegan plays in a lot of cases. I would say that they're very different as far as shooting is concerned, but as far as the scoring, Kuminga is going to score that 16, 18 points a game, but is that going to satisfy him? Is he going to be looking for 21, 22, 25?
So are you in or are you out?
Right.
It's what's going out.
Scott Perry calls you up. So I got your number from Kyle Draper. I love your show on Saturday.
Yes. Are you available to come and meet me on Christmas Eve in the morning before your store opens and give me half price?
What do you think we should do on Kuminga, Eron?
It all depends to me who goes out. I like Kuminga in. I just want to know what's leaving. So the current rumors are what?
Well, the
Devin,
offer was
Saric and a protected first.
Yeah.
That is an awful offer. That is not a good offer for the Warriors.
Right.
That is not a good offer.
Yeah.
The only reason that they take that is they just want to end the distraction and just be done with this.
Well, you know how that is. That's like someone comes in to your store and they've got a nice card and you want to trade and you offer them, here's my BJ Surhoff 87 card.
Take it. Take it or leave it.
They're like, no, we're not going to do that.
I just feel like it's got to include some sort of more. And I don't know the salaries. That my computer's not up and running right now. I rushed to the mic to get yelled at by Drapes.
I'm calm now. I'm good now.
You all right?
I'm good. I'm fine.
So
I'm on your website as we speak.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Half price. There's an actual promo code. If you enter promo code Drapes, DRAPES.
I don't believe that.
I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it inflates everything to double, which then allows me to give you 50% off. Exactly.
Give me 50% off.
So I would just say that Kuminga in is. I like it. I just think that it's going to involve Malik at some point.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready for Malik to go.
Trey says Kuminga is a great talent, could be an all-star in the right situation. But I'm more concerned with how you would have to alter our team to make him fit, which would be, even if you bring him at right trade. We've talked about that.
So
DeRozan would almost certainly have to be
let go, right? Yeah.
So if you think about this, we talk about he could be a potential all-star. He could be a potential all-star. We had two killers on our team in Sabonis and Fox barely got it, and Sabonis was overlooked. If those guys aren't seeing all-star consideration, Kuminga might be all-star talent, but he's not going to get it over some of the other players that are there when you got people like Sabonis that are getting overlooked in general. So you can have all the all-star talent that you want. It also lines up with who is in the conference that may be blocking that player from being that all-star.
Yeah.
And actually an all-star. Think about Kevin Martin. He went his entire career.
Martin
wasn't an all-star, not even once. Bibby, never an all-star even once. So it doesn't matter how good they are. If they're an all-star talent, they won't actually hit all-star based on a lot of different factors. I just think that Kuminga's what would go out would just be too much for me, but
it's probably not going to happen.
The Kings are running in place. So Scott Perry, do something, please.
Yeah, Drapes, I know you've been busy on your phone and maybe you got something going on, but I'm guessing perhaps you've been checking cards.
Yeah, I've been checking cards, and I may have asked this before.
Can I get it for? Okay,
no. It's first
50,
of all,
50 seems light. Can I get 60 off?
Campio says it was rude of Draper calling out Imran.
I know this could have been done in an email.
No, dude, but me, I'm all about the theater. All about the production.
Hey, can you move out of the camera shot so I could yell at you on camera?
I'm all about that. But and Nick did just text me.
What did he say?
He sent me a screenshot of your text.
God. So even though I deleted portions of it, he showed the
during the break. I'll kindly accept your apology, if you will.
I'm going to give you the apologies that I always got. I'm sorry that you felt that way. That's like the worst apology ever when people say that to me. I'm sorry that you're offended at me for being me.
No, seriously, though, regarding the card business, I may have asked this before. I'll ask it again. I see, and I'm on your site. I see a lot of cards with signed.
Mm-hmm. I have more than anybody on the West Coast.
A signed card increases the value as long as it's authenticated?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, especially rookie cards. That really happened about 7 or 8 years ago. I used to hold a lot of autograph sessions with different players, particularly Hall of Famers. So as an example, I did a signing with Walt Frazier at his Addition Swish, which has since closed. It was his restaurant in New York. And I said, hey, everybody, you can send in your items to get signed. And all of a sudden, this influx of these tall boy Walt Frazier rookie cards come in from different people all around the country. Now, when you send in stuff, it's usually a ball or a photo. People want to have some items signed. But in particular, about 7 years ago, we started seeing rookie cards coming in to get autographed. And they all wanted inscriptions. 14-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year. Yeah. They wanted the player to write all this stuff. And so the players were like, what's going on here? The idea was, it's taboo to write on rookie card.
That's what I thought.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You want the rookie card
you don't want
to ruin it. You don't want to ruin it. Now it's like, graph it up, sign all over it, put all the stuff. I remember Walt Frazier looked at me. He's like, I got to write all this? I go, you're the one that did all this. Don't be so good. You wouldn't have had to write all this stuff. I could tell you a bunch of players that wish that they could have an inscription. Michael Waller-Kennedy, I was picked first in 98, I think. That's his inscription.
Nuh-uh.
What else does he got?
Right, that's his whole career,
Purvis
right?
Ellison, what's your inscription? Never nervous?
Oh,
what else,
man,
what else you
never
got?
Nervous.
I don't know. What do you want me to write?
Now you're taking shots.
Well,
first he was taking shots. Now
you're taking shots on purpose.
Purvis Ellison, I'm sorry. And so are you at basketball. That was 1986. I'll never forget it. Ruined my
86.
I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
I was 9 years old waiting for that guy to turn us around.
It was 89.
Here's a question from the text line.
Yeah.
916. I have boxes and boxes of late 90s, 2002 cards. How do I know which ones to grade? It makes me overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Probably the right players, wrong era. Yeah, I invited. It's the old man night. We talked about this.
Yeah.
I saw you got something coming up, right?
We like to call it vintage night.
Yeah, vintage. You are vintage. You are very vintage. You are T206 vintage, Whitey.
Yes, sir.
Kyle and I are
younger than that old guy.
So I would tell you that the 1990s to the 2000s, they mass produced a lot of it. Strangely enough, they kind of dialed back on the production of stuff right around when LeBron hit in 2003. But between 86 to basically late 90s, they just cranked the presses for the kids, and it was no limitation. Now,
everybody was crazy about baseball memorabilia. You're going to make a fortune, buy as much as you can, and put it in the closet. And then 20 years later,
you moved it from attic to attic to attic from all of the different houses. And then you come in, and Eron Pilott, the Grim Reaper, they call me the M Reaper because I'm the one that goes, they go, how much is my cards? And I go, let me just say $50. And he goes, for which card? I said, for everything on this table.
I've seen it happen.
And then they go, you'll give me $50? No. I'm not going to give you any of it. So when if I appraise and tell somebody that's worthless, I don't buy it because I don't want them giving the impression thinking that I'm telling them it's worthless and then I make it play on it. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
It's true, but you just don't want them to know that.
Yeah, it's a tough it's a tough conversation, but like I've told people before, well, what do I do? I was like, there's Goodwill, you could donate it. Damn. There's a dumpster over here by the Mongolian barbecue.
Is that bad out there?
Sometimes.
Damn.
Yeah, get this out of your car before it catches on fire.
I got it. All right.
Not because the cars are worthy, but because the car might catch on fire. It's just not there. But True Sports Cards at our store, we'll be happy to help you out. If you want to bring them in. Just have lowered expectations and hope to be surprised, not be surprised that I told you that's not worth a lot. Now, if you're talking to me about stuff in the, like for example, you see things that spike. Yesterday, rest in peace, Ryne Sandberg, who I've met multiple times before he passed. Great guy.
I was just going to ask you, is he as good a guy as we're
Yes,
hearing?
incredible guy. 1983 Topps is his rookie card. I had it on my website. It instantly sold once the message happened. So in the world of autographs and memorabilia, it's kind of a morbid place.
Yeah.
Because when people pass away,
Kobe's card.
Yeah, Kobe.
I told the story about Kobe. I was going, it was January 20th of 2020, right before COVID. And I was driving to a charity poker tournament. And I'm driving there, and as I'm pulling into the parking lot, my eBay starts dinging on my phone. Ding, 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 ding. All these things are selling. I was like, what's going on?
Shoot.
And every single Kobe listing that I had on my eBay that was an autograph sold instantly. Boom, 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 boom. And I had them out for $200-$300 per card. And they all sold, all 40 of them or so. And I was like, what happened? And then I go look in TMZ, and then they talked about the Kobe crash. And then I was like, oh my goodness. And unlike others, I grit my teeth and I honored all of them, because a lot of sellers were like, nope, I don't care what it was. I'm not going to send it to you.
Price went up.
And I honored it. In some ways I regret it, but in some ways that's what the right thing is to do. And because Kobe autographs instantly went from about $200 a card to about $4,000 a card that day. And, people really jumped all over it. So it's a weird place to be. I would tell you that if our guy that was on the text line has any autograph stuff, please bring that in. We can help you with that too.
Eron Pilott with us. He's got some big news on the upcoming Autograph Expo. Next with the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water, but you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. for water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit NoTimeToWait.com, sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
At Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics, we're all about summer smiles. During July, we're having our Summer Smiles special with $300 off braces or Invisalign with no money down if you start treatment in July. And you'll have a chance to win Legoland tickets. Go to kidscaredental.com for more information.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Come check out Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Plenty of well-lit parking available, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. And remember, Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Adriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Sponsored by the California Army National Guard and Hot Valley Brewing. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Live and local, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Sacktown Sports.
True Sports Card Show. Eron Pilott, Whitey Gleason.
Is it? Yeah. Kyle stepped out for a second, so let's just extend our Saturday sessions. I just saw something real quick. Jay, did you see this?
What's that, sir?
I'm reading this is a pop culture thing here locally, but it says here that all the Chando's Tacos just recently closed.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you guys talk about it?
No, we haven't.
I saw it today.
I don't mean to change the subject, but
that's
that's an interesting. There's a Chando's in Roseville by my
Show
house.
up a community, baby. We talk it all.
Yeah. Do we know what's going on here?
No,
I have not heard.
That's one reason I didn't talk about it. I'm not sure what's going on.
You don't talk about things you don't know about?
Try not to.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you have to.
Let's tell this guy right here that's normally sitting in the seat. Yeah, I would read it, but apparently I got to turn off my ad blocker. That's not going to happen.
Kings fan Dan wants to know, he says, somebody please ask Eron if the Raku sushi next to his shop is any good and if he got his Mercedes from Mercedes-Benz of stuff.
Okay, first of all, I sold my Mercedes because it's very expensive to maintain a Mercedes.
The Mercedes man.
I wish I'd be called Mercedes man instead of what they called me the other day. The Raku Sushi actually has been around for a while. It was across the street on the Costco side of the street. So for those of you that don't know, Stanford Ranch, where my shop is off the 65, my side of the street is Rockland. On the other side of the street is Roseville.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's the border of the two cities. It's a border war between Roseville and Rockland. And so Raku was on that side of Roseville. You could see it from my shop. And then they moved to my side. They're about 4 doors down from me. And I would say that the food is good. I've had better sushi and I've had worse sushi. It's good. But I will tell you that there is no better deal in sushi than what's out there. It's $20 for lunch, all you can eat.
Wow.
It is $30 all you can eat for dinner. And let me tell you, my goal every single time I go in there is to make sure that they lose money every time that I'm in there. And I do a pretty good job of it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Who doesn't like it is my blood sugar level. Apparently when you eat rice or some sort of carbs, it spikes.
This is not true. Kings Fan Dan also says, I hear Whitey has an Alexander the Great rookie stone tablet that's safe at home.
You sold that already.
I did.
Well,
on
you
eBay.
got it signed in high school when the two of you were together. Clink, clink, clink.
Whitey, I just think you for being, so old.
Do you have news that you're willing to share yet?
Yes.
And if not, we'll hold off.
Well, hold on real quick before you go that way, not to cut you off, Dub G. First of all, bad job by Emory.
Really?
Because I haven't heard any announcements.
That's what I'm getting
I
at.
know,
Yeah,
but I haven't heard the ones that's already happened.
Oh, okay.
All I got is James Worthy, and I'm stuck and left over after that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So start there, and then Whitey, go ahead and promote him.
Right.
I'm saying
to bust the news.
I'm saying nothing until I get a breaking news.
Here
on Sac.
Well, first, where my boy? I need my boy to put the right hand up.
Press the button.
When it breaks,
we have it first.
It's Sacktown Sports breaking news.
What do you got, Emory?
All right, so we have 3 events, but let's start with the big big gal event that's going to be happening on September 26th through the 28th. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have the Sacramento Sports Card and Autograph Expo. This is my fourth one that I put on. Last year, in previous years, we had players like Malik Monk, Jose Canseco, Randy Johnson, Frank Thomas, Kevin Mitchell,
Vlad Guerrero
Sr., Johnny Manziel, Dennis Rodman. I don't think Rodman knew that he was there, but Rodman was there. Take that as you want. And that was a funny time talking with Rodman. Where are we going? Out here. Where? To take pictures with these people. Where are we going to take pictures? This backdrop with a camera in front of it. Who am I taking it with? That big old line over there. Okay.
Yeah. See what happens when we try to get him to give an announcement?
Yeah.
He gets sidetracked.
I know, man.
I can't help it.
All right.
That's how Dennis Rodman talked to me that day. We have the following that I feel comfortable announcing. If you go to SAC Autograph Expo, SAC autographexpo.com, you'll see the details. You can buy tickets to go to the event, which is Friday by itself, Saturday by itself, or Sunday by itself, or a VIP ticket that gives you all 3 days and bonuses.
Can I get a few of those to give away?
Yeah, for
sure.
Don't
mind? Thank you, sir. Thank you.
To give away here on the show?
Yes.
Absolutely. We'll do some VIPs. So for sure on Friday night, we have the former Oakland A's player, Terrence Long.
Oh, T-Long.
Okay. T-Long is a fun spelling of his name. I spelled it wrong multiple times, but apparently he spelled it wrong, and we're just trying to figure it out with him. T-Long is going to be there. He's part of the VIP. So if you buy the VIP, you're going to get to meet him and get an autograph for free. I've talked to him on the phone. He's a great guy. Mm-hmm. Really nice. And he's excited about coming. He's flying in from Atlanta. So he'll be there on Friday. Here's an oldie but goodie name. Only you OGs would know this name. He's local to Sacramento, so it's an easy drive for him. But the Toronto Blue Jays great Lloyd Mosby is going to be signing autographs. Do you remember Lloyd Mosby?
Outstanding player, a great guy.
2-time All-Star. Jay's a baseball player, so Lloyd Mosby, he's local to Sac, so he's a short drive.
I didn't know that.
He'll be joining us.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's highly likely. It looks like Matt Stairs is going to be joining us.
Good old Matt Stairs.
Matt Stairs is going to be joining us on Friday night. Kyle, you can ignore this. I know you just walked back in, but these are all baseball players. You won't know what we're talking about here. So
you see, I tell you, man, I try to be nice to this guy.
Is it Eagles football? No. I'm gonna go back to the.
You know, my knowledge of baseball goes back to before you were born.
Well, I know you're older than me. That's why you went to the restroom for the last 20 minutes.
I had to go conduct business.
Is that what we call it?
Yeah, I'm out here trying to make some money, man.
Oh, is that what you're doing? Oh, because now you're going to go full price on my stuff.
I am. I go full price, man. Shoot.
On Saturday, Jay, we have 3 people that I can announce. What we can announce for.
Is this breaking news, or have you already announced these ones?
We can break. Well, we have already broke the news, but we'll continue breaking news. So we did mention James Worthy. Big Game James is going to be there.
Big Game James.
One of the top 50 players all time ever. So he'll be joining us. We have the Big Smooth.
Ooh,
Sam Perkins is going to be joining us.
Yeah,
Sam
I like
Perkins
that.
coming
Carolina
through.
Day.
I'm on 2 Lakers right now. I know you guys are thinking to myself.
Southpaw?
Yeah,
Loves
he was the legit one of the big guys shooting threes before big guys shot
Stretch
threes.
big,
Yeah.
one of the original stretch big.
Right, and he was a back to the basket lefty guy, very tizzy like earlier in his career when he played for the Mavs. And then we have the future Hall of Famer, the guy that is third. We did the study on that. He's third in rushing all time. San Francisco 49ers legend and future Hall of Famer Frank Gore.
Come on,
Frank Gore.
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
16,000 career
Man.
On the nose.
Yeah.
16,000 as in 16,000.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And he was like, I'm done. In fact, we thought he might have ran over and he was like, no, I don't want to have 16,002 yards.
He said, that's it.
Let me run backwards 2 yards. And then we also have, and this is the one that's going to be well, let me throw the non-controversial. We have Tyler Soderstrom from the A's coming back and doing work with us again.
Okay.
Tyler was great at our shop in June. He's an exceptional player. We're excited to have him. So he'll be signing
Have you
autographs.
asked him yet about my idea for him to be an endorser for SodaStream?
SodaStream for SodaStream.
It just writes itself.
SodaStream? Yeah, that's an endorsement for him.
I did. I took it to him. I texted him, and then he blocked me on Instagram. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Whitey. Great job. No more ideas.
I'm trying to save you from saying this next name that I can't believe you're going to say.
You got one more?
It's a Laker? This must be a Laker.
It's a Laker.
Oh, man. What's up with you and the Lakers?
It's just how it happened. I got to counteract Kings. Kings are coming. I'm going to be announcing
This
those.
isn't just any Laker.
This is who is the most hated Laker of all time?
Robert Horry.
Robert Horry will be joining us here in Sacramento.
Oh, my gosh.
Drapes, Whitey, take his headphones out the jack.
Dude.
I want to know.
Are you serious?
Listen,
he is.
If I wanted ticket sales to happen, bring Robert Horry to Sacramento. You know why? They're going to say, hello, Mr. Horry. I've paid for your autograph and an inscription. And then I'm going to close my eyes and hope that the inscription request is going to be somewhat PG-13 when they talk to him about this.
Oh, they're coming at you already on the YouTube.
Let's see.
Are
you
serious? They're coming at him already.
What do we got?
Amadrock, boycott Imran. Dude, I hate you.
I'll tell you, this is what
Imran is a Laker fan.
I'm not.
#1 fan.
I hate the Lakers. I hate the Lakers. But look, if you want to, where else can you go? And by the way, the conversation I had with Robert Horry's agent, I said, just understand what's going to happen. He's going to get booed. It's going to happen.
I hope you understand what's going to happen.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Please.
How does one, as many people as you know, as many contacts that you have, as many people knocking on your door, wiping their feet at your house, how does one like yourself say, yeah, come on, man. Like, yeah, you come to Sacramento and sign. And then the second part is, how do you even have contact with anybody that's even in the Robert Horry camp?
It's Worthy, same agent.
Same
one is enough.
Same agent.
So are you getting buy one, get one? I mean, what is it like? I know you aren't paying both of these guys.
He said if you pay for one, you get a 3.
Oh, come on. Somebody on the text line.
Cameron, I got nothing but love for you, but this might be the first time I might be disheveled by you,
That's
brother.
not true.
He needs to get a dunking booth for Robert Horry. That's what you meant. Like, yeah.
Oh, you know what? That might make sense.
Right?
He's signing autographs while sitting in one of those little perches.
Oh.
Who's going to throw the ball? You?
No, the fans.
You
charge an extra $5.
Yeah, exactly.
They pay a lot of money.
I
to
bet
do
you
that.
VIP
experience.
I bet
Extra
you if I
10,
said,
$20.
Robert Horry, this is how we're going to have the layout for you. It'll be a dunk tank. And he goes, I'm cool with that as long as Kyle Draper's the one throwing the ball.
Oh, I would throw it at.
Well,
Robert.
you never hit it. So
open season on Drapes now. Dude, we're good now, bro. We're good. We're good.
Look, I already yelled at you
I'm
about
to
it. We're
pay
good.
regular price on something too. My boy Marcus, first code.
Did hell freeze over?
Imran, you either be a proud Laker fan or you get out, big fella.
Yeah, we'll see if we can talk Imran
how did it
out
happen?
of Robert Horry when we come right back to Sacktown Sports.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com, sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-275-1728. That's 800-275-1728.
Save $12,000 off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 5.3 liter at Maida's Elk Grove Chevy after all rebates. And Maida Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. Plus $12,000 off new Silverado exclusively at the Maida Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at MaidaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Excludes work truck. Must trade in 2011 Chevy car or truck. Not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers.
Made a great deal at Maida.
Lowe's knows big savings make a big difference, especially when you're shopping for appliances. Hurry in to get up to 30% off select major appliances. Plus, My Lowe's Rewards members get free delivery, free haul away, free installation and parts on purchases of $2,500 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/30. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Price, delivery time, and vehicle availability may vary based on order size and location. Exclusions apply. See Lowes.com/delivery for more details.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A+ Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal. You should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Eron Pilott, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sacktown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
The Drive Guys powering your afternoons Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Just think all the people Emerald could have invited to the Autograph Expo other than Robert Horry. You got current members of the Athletics. You got Kings, legends. I don't know. People are having a hard time with this. Emerald Pilott with us today. Drape's back, of course. Somebody says Emerald knows the favorite breakfast of all the current Lakers. People are just assuming you are Mr. Laker
fan.
Larry the Laker fan.
I was a Laker retired great friend of those guys, like Jerry West, Elgin Baylor. I wouldn't say I was friends, but I would just say that, like, I've done a lot of work. I've worked with Jamal Wilkes before, Silk. So I've worked with a lot of Michael Cooper. We had at our shop, at our show last year.
He was rude to your boy Drapes.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He was rude to Sacramento.
What did he do to you?
No, he just ripped the city. Sacramento Queens. You know.
He said that?
Oh yeah. He was hard, bro.
Hey, so did the general manager of the Sacramento State Hornets said that once.
Shaq.
Yeah, he sure did, didn't he? You forgive
He
him?
did.
You forgive him? You weren't here.
I wasn't here. It'd be different if
you're like, is it a Philadelphia Eagle?
If today he said something like that, I'd be pissed.
That'd be really weird for him to say that as the general manager of the Sac State Hornets and his son playing here. Side note, for those of you that don't know, we have one of the most premier players in college as far as basketball in Mikey Williams.
Yep.
That guy was a 5-star. People thought this kid was on his way for a lottery pick for the NBA. So there's a major league talent here in this city. I hope people go out and get to see him play.
Get him instead of Robert Ory then.
He's probably more expensive. These kids are pricey.
NIL, baby.
Yeah, NIL.
Oh,
JT Fresh says, I heard this Robert Ory BS, had to chime in. Then he says, funny thing is, if that's on the 27th, which I think it is, what he said, that's my freaking birthday.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. They had to come out for his birthday.
Hey, JT Fresh, I'll buy the ticket. We should do this, right? Like, we should do something as I think it was Jay just said it on the break, that if you show up in a Vlade jersey or something, we can give you, an extra. I'll throw the inscription in for free, so you'll pay for the autograph.
Really?
Yeah, why not? And just that'd be fun.
Yeah, it's got to be like a Vlade, got to be a Bibby, got to be a something in the nature. Yeah, like
just to be,
you got to at least have some fun with it.
Tragedy plus time equals comedy. I don't know if there's been enough time. That's all I'm saying.
It's only been what 22 years. That was 01? No.
2000.
2000,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
02?
2002,
anyway,
yeah.
If only we had a computer in front of us.
Right, to look it up.
Let's just keep looking at each other. This is how the old days were. When
I
you
got a computer.
When you'd say stuff like, I guess we'll never know before Google or before computers when you were on, there was barely radio at that time. So you'd you go like sending like a little
the internet was called USA Today.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow what they had.
But it's been 23 years, but for a lot of people, some of those wounds are never going to
We
heal.
were going to smoke through the other team from the East. I believe that was the Nets at that time.
Which doesn't make
whoever
it any
was coming
easier.
out whoever's, well, Paige shouldn't be airballing on
come on, don't start all that. Keep going.
Listen,
just keep going.
Listen,
just keep going.
I'm old enough to love this team since I was a little baby boy, and it's just heartbreaking. I just thought maybe we can just pick some scabs while we're at it. So here we go.
People are really pissed about this.
Yeah, man.
They're upset.
Fine. Let me just call him real quick. Jay, let me give you a number. Let's
know your audience, Imran. 530. Ori better sign everything with just, quote, I'm sorry. End quote. People are fired up, man.
Yeah. Well, you get 3 words on the inscription, so it could be I'm so sorry.
Right.
I knew it was controversial when I booked it, but
was that offered to you?
Yeah, was that a throw-in?
Yeah, was that a buy one, get one?
Yeah,
was it like because I want to be able to say that to him.
Hey, you weren't even being you were a side dish, bro.
Right. Yeah,
you were appetite.
You ordered Brussels sprouts.
And we didn't even
cauliflower.
We didn't even put the balsamic vinaigrette on you.
Man.
You're just
plain.
Can we send them to some venue where the event is not actually being held and then video that, record that, so we show them going up to, I guess I'm not signing
Yes,
here.
people didn't want. No, what we do is we just have the website not allow you to purchase the ticket. It'll just say sold out.
Yeah.
And then that way there's no tickets that are actually sold.
Yeah. I think the dunk tank is the way to go. I
that would be
don't
awesome,
imagine
right?
he'd
would
be up for that,
yeah.
but woo.
This is
popular, Emran. You make a lot of money on a lot of news.
Well, I can make those custom jerseys, so I can just put anything on the jerseys for him to get signed. So let's see how that goes. I have a feeling that he will have an audience. I was there at the National Sports Card Convention about 4, maybe 5 years ago when Lance Armstrong was there signing autographs. And let me tell you what the people came out
really
for him to sign.
Yeah.
They had big old blow up syringes.
No
they
way.
had that you wouldn't believe the stuff that they had. It was just
so he's still making public appearances.
Well, he didn't after that. That was the end of that one. That was the end of that one. But he had a line. It doesn't matter. These guys have a line. It was just amazing. And you know what? Sadly enough, there are a lot of Lakers fans that are transplanted that live here in the Sacramento area. We see that Kings versus Lakers when Kings fans sell their tickets to these Lakers at exorbitant prices. That place is pretty golden in there in the Golden One. A lot more than I'd like it to be. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's just, I think there's some real Kings fans that might feel a little
going
bit
in
like,
on you on
Could
this.
you have gotten any worse? Like, there's
This
only
is
a
awesome.
handful of people that could have been worse.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, then
a Dallas Cowboy.
You haven't been this heated since I put Mitch Richmond on blast.
Yeah, I know, man.
When I called
That's
him
probably
out.
only 2 times I've ever just been like, you know what, Emeron? Man,
The segment's over.
Cut
Get
his
out of here.
mic.
Get out of here.
Gosh.
Well, Mitch Richmond big time me.
I know. I totally
Twice.
understand that. I'm with you on that. If you act a fool, I don't think I've ever told to Steph Curry. Maybe I think I've told you guys off air.
No, what happened?
Yeah,
Let's
Steph.
tell it on air.
Nah, I'm good, man.
You're good.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
By the way, that you already kind of outed the situation.
Yeah,
on that one.
yeah. There's already a problem.
It was never mind. Let's not talk about it. Well,
Let's continue talking about Robert Horry.
no good story starts with that one. That's for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that story.
And I will tell you that I've had my bad experiences with Lakers players. Kareem was awful to me. I was 16 years
Read
old.
the text line, Drake. Come on, man.
Go read the text line.
Where do you Lakers fans hold your meetings?
Dude,
Saturday-
916. Who will you invite next? The Maloof? Jay, you terrible, man. Jay.
Come on. I won't
Man,
even
well,
invite
I've
Gavin or
invited
Joe.
Rick Fox.
Fox. Why don't you invite Rick Fox
Yeah.
while you're at it?
Hey, this segment's popping. This is
It is.
This is gonna be the highest rated hour.
How about this? Peja should have not airballed. Quote from America's biggest Laker fan. That's it. There you go. Laker fan Emery joining the drive, guys.
Who's worse? Is it Robert Horry, the Maloofs, or Rick Fox?
Oh, it's Robert.
Robert
Horry.
right?
Number one?
Number one over the Maloofs?
Yeah.
It's close. It's close.
Can we talk about them? Are we allowed to?
We just been doing it.
We just
Why
been
not?
doing it.
Yeah.
Why not? Okay, I won't even get the two
You'll get
face
the
Maloofs.
other
I'll get
brother
the,
or
what's
the
the other
sister?
brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get the other brother's name. What's his name?
Phil?
Phil? Is that Phil?
Yeah.
Phil?
Yeah.
Is there another one? A smaller one? George? There's like a tiny
There
one.
was a George.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
George
a
was a
George.
dad, and then I
What
think
are
there
we
was
doing?
It's like a fun size one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
You have a sister, correct?
Whitey, what are you doing
Yeah,
over here?
and Adrian Maloof is the most famous out of all.
Oh my God.
She's
Housewife?
she's a housewife.
Oh yeah, Adrian Maloof. Yeah.
Well, that'll be something.
Hey, Kings fan Dan on the chat toe says next time at True Sports Cards, Spencer Hawes.
Oh man, this is bad.
Spencer Hawes. That guy hated us after he left.
Wow. You got the gift, Emron.
Listen, I'll counteract. I'll counteract it. I'll book Quincy Doobie, Thomas Robinson. Are those worse names than Robert Horry in
Nah.
King's lore?
Robinson.
Nah.
Yeah.
Thomas
Great
Robinson's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's a bad name.
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to think of times that the things that we missed out on. You look exasperated right now.
Whitey's
You look upset.
supposed
I
to be
just don't know
driving
what
the show.
happened.
It's off the rails
I don't know
right
what
now.
happened to you. This was such, the show's going to be great.
Yeah, it's gone off the rails.
Did I mention Robert Horry is going to be here?
Yes. Yes, you did. More with Emron. Also, coming up to Sean Reed with the latest on whatever is going on with the Raiders. We'll find out. He's coming up about 10 minutes. It's the Drive Guys, Sacktown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Oh, Downy in the rinse straight. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Febreze.
It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then You spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now, all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
The Giant Summer Sale is here. Get giant savings on our giant selection only at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save during the Honda Summer Event and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. See all our specials at FolsomLakeHonda.com. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
At Wells Fargo, we know what got you into your business, whether it's manufacturing, running a restaurant, or your business from home. What you didn't get into your business for was banking. But luckily, Wells Fargo offers business checking, payments, and lending all in one place, in your neighborhood and on our app, so you can focus on doing what you love. Wells Fargo, you're good at business, we're good at business banking. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/business. Terms apply. Wells Fargo Bank and a member FDIC.
Summer's flying by, and that back-to-school checklist, it's growing fast. New backpack? Check. School supplies? Check. Dentist appointment? Let's fix that. Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics is making it easy to cross dental checkups off your summer list fast with priority scheduling for new patients and kid-friendly care that makes them smile. It's one less thing to worry about before fall. Call now or book online at kidscaredental.com. That's kidscaredental.com, because healthy smiles should be the easiest thing to check off your summer list.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Sponsored by the California Army National Guard and Hop Valley Brewing. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Whitey here, and I want to remind you, not all grills are created equal. The Napoleon Prestige line of outdoor cookers are built different, built better, and built to last, with features other grills can't match, complete with a lifetime warranty. It's a great time to find out for yourself, because Napoleon's Pro Summer Blast is on right now. Save up to $400 today on a Napoleon stainless steel Pro Grill. Become the envy of your neighborhood. Offer ends July 31st, 2025. Visit your local Green Acres Nursery and Supply and get grilling today on your new Napoleon Prestige Pro Grill. Napoleon stainless steel grills, simply the best.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports, 1140.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/SacktownSports1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
In about 10 minutes, Tashawn Reed's going to join us, Raiders insider for The Athletic. Eron Pilott still here from True Sports Cards. He's been telling us about his upcoming Sacramento Autograph and Sports Card Expo, which is in September. And we're still reeling from the announcement that Robert Horry is going to be one of the guests. I just found out, my sources suggest that the guy that threw up on the court is also going to be one of your guests. Is that true? Can you confirm that?
Yes, he's signing autographs.
But what he's signing?
Court side, got sick, yeah.
Cans of corn.
Napkins, cans of corn.
970 says, with special guest Tim Donaghy, his autos are free because he still owes Eron from 2002. Eron, the Laker fan. Everyone is just assuming he must be a Laker fan. It's the only explanation.
No, I brought him so that way you guys could say what you wanted to say to him. That's why I did it. But apparently you wanted to say it to me. I'm giving you an opportunity to face your villain, and you're not even wanting.
So you got Worthy and Robert Horry.
And Sam
Correct.
Perkins.
And Sam Perkins.
Don't forget about Sam. Sam be like, what's going on over there? Why is everybody yelling at that car?
I got my Sonics jersey on.
The car. He's got his. I'm wearing my Dallas Mavericks jersey. What's going on over there? Yeah. Yeah. Where do we go from here? I don't know what to do.
Well, that's where we are. We're looking forward to the show, and more information. You can find that
at SacAutographExpo.com. Yep. And we will have Tank Thompson. Sal Thompson will be there that Sunday. I'm working with Fat Lever.
You think he may decide to choose.
He may go, I got to be there on Saturday to
yeah.
make sure that I get to say what I need to say to Robert Ory. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We're booking. We'll counteract with a good Kings. It'll be a nice battle between Kings and Lakers.
See, you got some making up to do in that department.
You guys made it sound like I invited Magic Johnson or something.
Magic would not be as bad.
Robert Ory.
You're still not. You're discounting the fact that Magic posted up Joe Klein, and you remember that time.
No. I have a quick question for you. You mentioned Nick Kurtz. I don't know why he's not there instead of Robert Ory, but my question is: are his cards doing well now? Are you getting more people coming into the shop asking about Nick Kurtz cards? Where can I get my Nick Kurtz cards?
Yes, everybody is asking about Nick Kurtz. We talked about it on Saturday on the show, and Nick Kurtz has now moved into, and I very articulate his name. I give you very careful. Nick Kurtz. He is now in the lead for Rookie of the Year for the American League. That flipped the script about 3 weeks ago. Jacob Wilson, who is also in Sacramento A, was doing really well, and then June 6th forward, the guy just kind of fell off.
After he got hit in the wrist.
Right. Now he's batting less than 180.
Or on the Alan Styles show.
Exactly.
What happened?
He was on the Alan Styles show, and since then he's been hitting 103.
Yeah, tanked after that.
That's what happens. And so he's just been hitting under 180, and here comes Nick Kurtz, absolutely crushing the ball. The guy's played less than 70 games, and he's already got 23 home runs. He's playing exceptional. His card prices are through the roof, and people want him. And now he is now moved into the forefront as the prohibitive Rookie of the Year.
And he's got that look. Have you seen him much, Jay? Nick Kurtz has that look. He's not cocky, but you can just tell when you look at him, he knows, like, I'm good.
I got you.
Yes, yes.
Which is what you want, especially from a young gun, too.
Right.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, if you ever want to see that look like, I'm good, go to YouTube right now and check it out. Kyle, straight shot to the camera.
Oh man, I did have a question for you though. Actually, man, Hulk Hogan. Any movement on any of that stuff?
Great question.
In the office at all? Or anything?
I'm smirking. He was a not well liked person out of the ring. He had his challenges. People didn't find him to be somebody that was a person of. Let's just say that it was a challenge. It's a challenging feeling about Hogan because of what he did inside that squared circle was incredible. I mean, I grew up watching him, Coco Beware, Andre the Giant. I watched all these guys growing up. I took my vitamins. I prayed. I did all the stuff for the 24-inch. I wanted 24-inch pythons too. But then as people reveal kind of who they are, you kind of, again, I talked about it earlier in the show. Sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes. And there was enough information out there that Hulk Hogan, even this past Monday Night Raw, when they talked about Hogan and they were honoring him, it was as muted as a response, kind of a, yep, you're right. He did a lot for our industry. He's always going to have that very interesting legacy. He's not going to be beloved like a lot of these wrestlers that end up passing away. So the answer is slightly asked for more, but Hogan over the last few years has signed a lot of autographs. So it's plentiful. It's not like you haven't had a chance to do it. Similar to Pete Rose. Pete Rose signed a lot of stuff near the end of his life, but if you remember, that's how they made their income. I mean, they're not getting nice, big, fat pensions. So the majority of their business of making money was to sign autographs, do appearances, etc. And Hogan did a lot of that near the end. So it wasn't like it's not plentiful, but I would just say that it's a moderate interest in it. It's not like you would expect.
Really?
Seekins 4 here in the chat. He suggests that Emron's going to get Kirk Gibson for the next baseball song.
Oh,
man, dude, you
should do a villain show, right?
Yeah. Apparently, I'm going to be the headliner.
Right.
Man, Emron, real quick, kind of following up what Drapes asked you. I know you dabble at just a pinch in, entertainment and other things outside of it. You're very knowledgeable when it comes to everything with so many people, and it happens. But sometimes it just feels like there's so many people that pass away all at one point in time. When you look at like the entertainment side of the Malcolm Jamal Warners, the Ozzy Osbournes, of course, when someone is not here, as you gave the example of Kobe, it kind of pushes the value up a little bit. But is it worth diving into like entertainment collecting as well? You know, the Ozzy Osbournes of the world, things like that.
Yeah, I would say that it's bigger because you have a bigger audience. People like him, hate him. They know who Kanye is. People like him or hate him. They know who Kendrick Lamar is. You know,
But isn't it harder to get items like sports cards? You go buy the cards.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. So, you know, everybody knows who Justin Bieber is. Not everybody knows who, Jokic.
Yeah, right.
But
Jokic,
how do I get a
right?
Justin Bieber anything?
Yeah,
That's
like how do you
collectible?
go about doing that? Is it auction or is it?
You just go to find a location. It's going to be expensive, no matter what. When you have authentic celebrities autographs, so you're going to look for a third-party authentication company like James Spence Authentication, PSA DNA. There's a company not named. My son's name is Beckett, but it's called Beckett Authentication. Those are some examples of companies that are reputable third parties that you can bank on it. Now, unless they saw it with their own eyes, they can't say, yes, we saw it with our own eyes, but they say, we're experts. We've done some studies on this. We looked at the forensics on it. We believe that this is real.
Did you ever find out if your James Dean glasses?
I have
were
not
legit?
found that out yet. It's still in
You
authentication.
told us that story
Still in
on the show.
authentication.
Someone
So-
brought in some glasses that looks like may have been James Dean's.
That was recovered from the crash site that he passed away in. So, yeah, it's a really interesting question, Jay. I would just tell you that entertainment has more fakes and entertainment has more interest in that. So there we go. That's what
Especially
I'd say.
like movie stuff, right? Movie memorabilia from classic
Any-
movies.
anything that was used as a prop. So if you saw something that was used in The Godfather and then it was signed, imagine the horse's head that was in the Godfather's bed.
Oh my,
That prop. If you had that prop and it was signed by Scorsese, who did Brando? Who's in The Godfather?
Pacino.
Was it Pacino? Yeah, it's one of those. I gave an example and then poorly followed up with information behind it. Way to go! Way to go!
Are you sticking around a little bit?
Aren't you going to talk to the Raiders?
Yeah, what you got going on?
Yeah,
I will sit quietly over here and recover.
As long as it's quietly.
Yeah. I'm
Taking a break, huh?
No.
Only an hour in, taking a break.
That's longer than that's longer than 18 minutes. I'll be over here booking Nick Draper on his new schedule.
Nice enough to
Thanks
join
for having
us.
me, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert Ory, boo!
Nice enough to join us from the Athletic Raiders Insider. You have a lot going on with the Raiders. Maybe you can help us understand what is going on. Tashawn Reed with us. How are you today, Tashawn?
Pretty good, man. Can't complain too much. How about yourself?
Yeah, we're good, and we appreciate your time. Look, I know you're getting a lot of questions about this. Christian Wilkins released Thursday. Yesterday, we heard some of the reports of locker room behavior that offended a teammate may have contributed to the decision to release him. What is going on? What light can you shed on this for us?
Yeah, so, going back to him getting released, the big question was why then, right? Because they avoided the remaining guarantees in his contract back in June as a result of a back and forth they had for the last, few months leading up to that. For people that don't remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last October, had surgery. But the team determined earlier this offseason that he would actually need a second procedure in order to properly heal. Wilkins didn't want to get that surgery. They were going back and forth. He never got the surgery. And so in June, that's when they avoided his guarantees, but they didn't release him then. Obviously, like he was still on the team for another 7 weeks. And then suddenly, last week he gets released. And so the question that kind of was out there was like, all right, did something else happen? And, earlier this week when, Adam Schefter broke it, we got the insight that, there was an incident, where he, kissed a teammate on the head, and that teammate proceeded to go to HR and make a complaint. And from what I understand, first time something like that had happened in that realm with him, whether it's with teammates or opposing players on the field. I mean, there's, clips, we've seen the clips circulating from in games, whether it's the situation with Josh Allen or even going back to Clemson. This is something that seems to be more of a pattern with him. But it was all part of the larger puzzle. Like, I don't know if it wasn't just one thing. his release, it was a combination of factors, both to do with his, rehab from his foot injury and also, this off the field conduct.
Wow.
All right. Tashawn Reed joining us. Tashawn, let's talk about some football. Raiders' new coach, new starting quarterback, Geno Smith. Is he the engine, I guess, that drives this? Do they go as far as he goes? What's the vibe around there about Geno Smith so far?
So I definitely think he's a huge upgrade for them at quarterback. I'd argue that they made the biggest upgrade at quarterback among anybody in an NFL. It was a pretty rough position for them the last few years, ever since they moved on from Derek Carr. Really hadn't been able to find an answer, and I would say he's easily the best quarterback they've had in recent memory. He's a fringe top 10 guy, in my opinion. Where you rank him is up to you, but has a ton of arm talent, really accurate, smart guy. He's still mobile, even though he's 34 years old, and he has a ton of familiarity with Pete Carroll. With all that being said, I think there is some limitations to, how far he can take the offense, depending on how everything is set up around him. We saw it the last couple of years with the Seahawks. While he, had proven himself to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league, their offenses weren't very good the last couple of years, and that's because the offensive lines were terrible and they couldn't run the ball. And last year for the Raiders, two of the biggest issues that they had was the offensive line was terrible and they couldn't run the ball. Now, obviously, they made a huge upgrade at running back in Ashton Genty. So they have a ton of talent there, but the offensive line to me is really what this is all going to come down to. It was one of the worst units in the league last year, not just running the ball, but pass protection was pretty rough. And if that's the case again, there's just going to be a ceiling on this offense, and they're really banking on, continuity. They brought back essentially all of the group from last year. The only addition they made was right guard Alex Kappa. And so they're betting a lot on the coaching staff's ability to coach them up and scheme around them. And I think that's really what's going to come down to. Geno Smith is a huge upgrade for them as quarterback, but if they can't run the ball consistently and they can't protect them, there's only so much he can do.
That's Tashawn Reed from The Athletic. And speaking of the coaches, I know that you wrote, quote, the Pete Carroll effect is real. How so? How has that been evident so far?
Yeah, and so going back to last year, I would say the team culture had been in a good place under Antonio Pierce. It was just when it came to the ins and outs of being the head coach, he was very young in that and raw in that and wasn't able to produce results quickly enough in order to save his job. And so it's not like they had a terrible team culture or anything like that last year, but Pete Carroll, it just sort of has a different energy to it because not only does he have, all of that, sort of rah-rah stuff and getting the guys fired up, but he has the credentials, right? He's a guy who's won a national championship, won a Super Bowl. And so there's more reason to believe in, genuinely believe in what he's saying in terms of what the team is going to go out and do. And that's, been carried over to the players pretty quickly. There's really not anybody that doesn't respect Pete Carroll, but at the same time, he's not just a guy that's coming in and putting his rings on the table and is like, all right, respect me. He still puts a lot of time into those interpersonal relationships, trying to get to know the guys, finding ways to relate to them, talking about things outside of football. And again, it's all stuff that the previous regime did, but I think the difference is, the credentials and the resume that a guy like Pete Carroll has. And so you've already seen the impact of that early on in training camp. It doesn't guarantee the team is going to go out and win 10 games or win the Super Bowl or whatever, but it is stuff that matters when it comes to building the foundation of this franchise.
I was looking at some of the Vegas over-unders for the Raiders. I think they have it at 7.5. Denver Chargers, I think, both at 9.5. Kansas City 11.5. When you look at the division, what's best case scenario you think for the Raiders this year?
I think for me, about 9 wins in terms of record feels like probably the best case scenario. This division is really tough. I mean, obviously, we all know what to expect with the Chiefs, but you also have the Broncos and Chargers, teams that made the playoffs last season. And you look at those rosters, all three of those teams got better, in my opinion. They also have proven head coaches in their own right, and Sean Payton and Harbaugh and Andy Reid, of course. And so it's going to be tough sledding in the AFC West. And this team just has a ton of holes still on both sides of the ball from a roster standpoint. I mentioned offensive line, the receivers, another one. On the defensive side of the ball, obviously they have a big question mark at defensive tackle now with Christian Wilkins no longer being around, cornerback, nickelback. So, as great as Pete Carroll is as a coach, you still need the guys out there, right, on the field, the players, the difference makers. And I just don't think they have enough of those guys in order to break through and go on some type of playoff run this year. But I could see them being a competitive team, a respectable team that's in it every week against most opponents, and finishes with a favorable record down the stretch. Like, they have high expectations. They're going for it. They believe they can be a playoff team this year. Like, you can't really aim for anything else, at this time of year.
Sure.
But I do think there's a cap on how far they can go just because of where the roster is.
Yeah, we're talking Raiders with Tashawn Reed from The Athletic. Speaking of potential playmakers, and I know, Tashawn, it's really early. It's hard to determine anything, but you mentioned Ashton Jeanty. How has he looked so far?
Yeah, so, I mean, for running backs in particular, these practices, it's kind of tough to evaluate these guys because they're not really getting tackled. But we did get to see him in pads for the first time the last couple of days. And, they aren't bringing him to the ground, but you see a little bit of thumping. And you can just see his explosiveness. I think that's what stood out to me the most is he only needs a small sliver of space to reel off a 15, 20-yard gain. And, again, the defenders aren't going at him like they usually would, but you could tell on certain runs that would have been a big play, right? Even without the contact being full. And also as a receiver, he's a guy that not just routes out of the backfield, he can legitimately go out into the slot or go out wide and run real receiver routes and separate against defensive backs and linebackers down the field. So I think he's a guy that, both in the run game and the pass game is going to have a huge impact. They need him to have a huge impact this season. They're going to feed him the rock. I don't think it'd be quite as much as he got it at Boise State. That's not really replicable in the NFL, but he's going to get a ton of touches in this offense for sure. And also I would keep an eye out for him as a guy that's going to be in the mix to potentially be a kick returner for them. With them moving up that touchback line to the 35, we're going to see teams field kickoffs a lot more often than, we've seen in the past. And even though he is a high draft pick, I wouldn't rule him out as a guy that could potentially get involved in that role as well.
Hey, Sean, what went wrong with Antonio Pierce? I remember when he first took over, he was saying all the right things, wanted to create the correct kind of Raider identity, if you will. It didn't lead to wins. Was it coaching? Was it just lack of quarterback? Did he get a fair shake? Like, could anybody have succeeded in that position? What did you make of Antonio Pierce's time?
I think it was a combination of things. As you mentioned, they didn't have a quarterback. They signed Gardner Minshew last year, and that went terribly for them. I think the coaching staff that he constructed had issues, obviously, with him firing offensive coordinator Luke Getsy and the offensive line coach at the time about halfway through the season. That's a pretty big swing and a miss. You miss on your quarterback and your offensive coordinator. It's probably not going to be a good season. But he also struggled when it came to the game management. I would say that was a really big failing for him. Timeout management, fourth down decision making, things of that nature. Like he just really didn't do well in those areas. And there were a few close games last year that the Raiders lost that they potentially may have won if they had better decision making in those areas. And so it was an amalgamation of factors. I think I'll give him is the players respected him to the end. All that stuff was real. It wasn't fake. It wasn't phony. But that's not enough, to be a successful head coach. And, could you have argued that he should have gotten another year? Sure. But if you feel like you have a clear upgrade out there at head coach and you're in a position to go get him, you got to go get him. And they feel like they landed that in Pete Carroll.
Tashawn, as you no doubt know, we have a lot of still disgruntled fans of the Oakland Raiders in this area. That said, I'm just wondering from your standpoint, what's the state of the relationship between the team and fans in Vegas now? Are fans there in Vegas, have they fully embraced the Raiders? Is there still a little bit of a, we'll see? I mean, how would you characterize the state of that relationship, if you will?
I would say they fully embrace it. I think people in Vegas in general, with this sports sort of surge we've seen in recent years between the Golden Knights, the Aces, the A's are going to be here in a couple of years, and then the Raiders. This city hasn't really ever had professional sports before, so they're kind of just like grateful to have teams in a way. And it helps that they have an iconic brand in the Raiders and a team that kind of has that cool factor to them, even though they haven't had the on-field success. But I would say the city's taken to them pretty quickly. Another factor of it is like it's Las Vegas. Like this is a transplant city. Like there are a ton of people here that are from California, specifically Southern California or even from the Bay Area. People that were like Raiders fans anyway. You know what I mean? And then you have it's an hour and a half flight from LA and the Bay. Like a ton of people just come here from California for the games as well. And so I don't think they've really had any issues in terms of fan support. The thing that happens with them is Las Vegas, in a new stadium, like you get a lot of visiting fans at the games because those people, that's their one time to go see their team play in a new stadium. They're willing to pay 3 times, 4 times face value on these tickets. And if you're a fan who has 8 or 9, so you have season tickets, you got 8 or 9 home games, and somebody's offering you $800 for a $200 ticket, you're probably going to pick that, right? You know, you're not going to care that, you know, this person's a 49ers fan or whatever. So you do have some of those weird games where it's like 50-50 with the crowd. But I wouldn't really use that as something that's reflective of them not having support in Vegas. That's just kind of like, it's Las Vegas. People want to come to Las Vegas, and their team playing there is an excuse to come there. So they haven't really had any issues with fan support.
Gotcha. Interesting.
All right. My final one, Sean, you obviously covered the NFL. I want to ask you about a team in the Raiders division. It seems like Denver is the sexy pick this year. I think ESPN had them ranked as the 6th best roster in the league. Are you buying all this hype regarding the Denver Broncos?
6th best is a little strong for me personally. Like I think their defense is going to be pretty great. Last year it was already great, and they made some pretty key, you know, additions down the spine of the defense. The question for me is the offense. Like I'm still not sold on them. Like Bo Nix had a really good rookie season. Don't get me wrong, but the receivers don't really blow me away. And I kind of just question like is that offense really explosive enough to hang with like the heavy hitters in the AFC when you talk about the Chiefs? You know, they weren't good last year, but then they could put up points like the Bengals or the Bills or the Ravens. Like, can they really beat those teams in the playoffs? Like, I'm not too sure about that, but I do think that they'll have a really good defense led by, you know, reigning defensive player of the year, and that they have an ascending young quarterback and a good head coach, like I mentioned earlier. So I do think they'll still be in the mix to be a playoff team, but top 6 record in the NFL, I don't know about that one.
Deshaun Reed, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Hope to talk to you again soon.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
All right,
now, my guy.
By the way, he's very certain that the A's are going to be there soon. You catch that? He's like,
shoot.
The A's will be in a couple years.
All right.
Yeah. So
we shall see. It should have asked him about the construction site. What's it look like out there, right? You know?
Yeah. Is Eron still around?
Nah, he
Okay, Eron, listen to this.
He tucked tail
on the YouTube. If Robert Horry lived in Roseville, he wouldn't have to worry about his son getting hours at True Sports Cards.
I know, right? That's true. That's true. Eron, have him working full time out there. Whatever you need, Mr. Horry. I'll see how it is.
Okay. We'll come right back with a look at Shaquille O'Neal. You know, a lot of people don't like Rudy Gobert. And Shaquille O'Neal really doesn't like Rudy Gobert. We'll see if we can't figure out why when we come back to Sackdown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Fidium Fiber.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA3 Weather Center. Marine layer builds in a little bit better for Tuesday night. That means a slightly cooler start Wednesday. Temperatures in the upper 50s, afternoon highs in the low 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
It's about time they
fixed that pothole.
Invented better windshield wipers.
Made an internet that just works. Fidium Fiber Internet, starting at only $30 a month. It feels like Fidium. Offer available to residential customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See Fidium.com for details.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Save $12,000 off MSRP every new 2025 Silverado 1500 5.3 liter at Matus Elk Grove Chevy after all rebates. And Matus Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. Plus 12,000 of new Silverado exclusively at the Matus Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at MatusChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Excludes work truck. Must trade in 2011 Chevy car or truck. Not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers.
Great deal at Maya.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Eron Pilott, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sacktown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
Hi, Sacramento. It's the No Surprise guys at Bell Brothers Plumbing. Need a water heater or plumbing repair? Call Bell Brothers. Clogged drain? We'll clear it for $67. Plus a free camera inspection, a $250 value. We're fast, on time, and the price we quote is the price you pay. No surprises. Plus, we'll check your plumbing for free. Call Bell Brothers or book at thenosurpriseguys.com.
Summer's flying by, and that back-to-school checklist, it's growing fast. New backpack? Check. School supplies? Check. Dentist appointment? Let's fix that. Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics is making it easy to cross dental checkups off your summer list fast, with priority scheduling for new patients and kid-friendly care that makes them smile. It's one less thing to worry about before fall. Call now or book online at kidscaredental.com. That's kidscaredental.com, because healthy smiles should be the easiest thing to check off your summer list.
Your afternoon home for Kings Talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
In this segment, we'll be discussing at least one, maybe a couple of guys that are affiliated with the Lakers. So you know that Emeron's like, ooh, I got to hear this.
He's still here. He's sticking around for our Lakers conversation.
Drapes, did you guys talk about this? Because this actually was on Shaq's podcast Thursday, the things he said about
Rudy Gobert? No, we did not. We did not talk about this.
Shaquille O'Neal with a long-standing feud with Rudy Gobert. And then Thursday on his podcast, the big podcast with Shaq went all in on Rudy Gobert. I bleeping hate Rudy Gobert because that bleeping bleeper making $250 million. He don't deserve it, dog. Bleep that. As the president of the Big Man Alliance, you making big money. Play like a bleeping big man. That's it. Throw some elbows, knock some people out. Don't be letting little white dudes from Denver dunk on you and talking bleep to you. He hates Rudy Gobert. Why do so many people have an issue with Rudy Gobert? He also said, by the way, that if Rudy Gobert makes the Hall of Fame, he will wear a dress. And he showed up a picture of a dress that Charles Barkley was wearing in some Weight Watchers promo. But Shaq says, if he's in the Hall of Fame, I'll wear a dress.
First of all, Shaq's a hater.
I guess.
Shaq need to shut up. I'm sorry. I know you dealing with my boy Mike Bibby over there at Sac State now and everything. But his hatred of Rudy Gobert is unhealthy.
I think he said he will want to resign from the Hall of Fame if Rudy Gobert is voted in.
I think obviously he's just joking, but I guarantee 100% Rudy Gobert's in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
You agree too, right?
Oh, there's no question.
There's no question. So I don't know what Shaq is talking about. Rudy Gobert, just listen to these accolades. 3-time All-Star. 4-time All-NBA, Whitey. Think about 4-time All-NBA.
Yeah.
Meaning you're one of the top 15 in the league. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. 8-time All-Defense. This dude is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm talking about Rudy Gobert. And I don't know, Shaq once, here's the thing about Shaq. He took shots at David Robinson through the years, Alonzo Mourning, Dwight Howard. It's like, it's
almost like he's threatened by any other big man.
Any other big, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's,
even though some of those guys, Shaquille O'Neal should never be threatened by Rudy Gobert.
Right. He should be.
Yeah.
They're two different kind of players. You know what I mean? It's actually, do you think this is I don't want to say a problem in the NBA, but is this NBA only where older players hate on the younger players as much.
It's probably always been that way, but now, like fill in the blank. I'm not saying Oscar Robertson hated current players, but he didn't have a podcast,
a platform to get it out like that. Yeah. It just seems like, I don't know, man. And we know why a lot of people hate Rudy Gobert, the COVID situation, rubbing his hands on the microphone. He just seems to be,
Draymond can't stand that.
Right. It's, Draymond. But the dude, I mean, you look at some of his numbers, Whitey, easily a Hall of Famer. And when you look at it, his teams are pretty successful.
Didn't he get into wasn't it him that got into a fight with Kyle Anderson, like during a game?
Yeah. Him and Kyle Anderson
got it. A couple seasons ago.
So he's played 12 seasons, has made the playoffs 9 of them. That's pretty solid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Some of those Utah teams and the Minnesota teams both were really, really good teams.
Yeah. So he's been in Utah 3 years, made all 3, made the playoffs all 3.
He's not my favorite or anything, but you're right. I mean, you look at his numbers and it's not just the numbers. You look at how he contributes to the team and how good his teams are. There's no question.
Yeah.
He's definitely a star in the league who has a huge impact on games.
Yeah, and he's made the playoffs 9 straight years.
Yeah.
According to, Basketball Reference. And so he's just sort of an unlikable character, I guess. It's like he's offensively challenged. And, listening to Shaq, Shaq, one of the great offensive bigs, thinks, if you're tall, you're supposed to be dominant and everything like that.
Well, and that's interesting what Shaq says, like, well, he's getting all this money. He doesn't deserve all that money. Maybe someone said, I didn't get that much money, and I was way better than Rudy Gobert.
Well, and I guarantee you, there are some people that thought Shaq didn't deserve all that money. It's just,
right.
It's sort of it's like the older generation is like,
Uh-huh.
oh, he's getting all that money. Man, there might be some jealousy. Too, if you will. Let's look at we know Shaq's close to a billionaire, if not a billionaire. Everything he seems to touch turns to gold. But I'm looking at Rudy Gobert's lifetime earnings, $261.5 million as of just from basketball. Shaquille O'Neal lifetime earnings. Let me go down here. Got to scroll down. Shaq played a number of years. Shaq's lifetime earnings, 292. So he's made more than Rudy Gobert. What are you complaining about, Shaq?
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
And you alluded to it, maybe some of it is, it's a podcast. He knows, this is very entertaining.
Right.
People will eat this up.
Yeah.
And I go,
and
Rudy Gobert.
Didn't him and Dwight Howard bury the hatchet
they
recently?
did.
Like they had a sit down and everything like that. And I don't see it happening with Rudy Gobert, though. That's different. I don't see it happening with Gobert.
Yeah. That depends how legit it is. But I hope Rudy Gobert doesn't attempt to make up for that's them's fighting words. That's very strong.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Now, speaking of the Lakers, LeBron James, it's been a tedious summer of LeBron James speculation. But is this anything, Drapes? Maybe it's not, but is it anything? LeBron James ended up with Maverick Carter on a yacht with Jokic's agent, who said the summer of 25 is a great time to make plans for the fall of 26.
He said that really?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. People don't know what that means. It could mean a lot of things.
So you say LeBron to Denver, maybe?
Yeah, of course. People are going, oh, no.
Right. LeBron will be a free agent.
Here it is right here. The summer of 2025 is the perfect time to make big plans for the fall of 2026.
These guys out here trolling us, man.
Yeah.
They're trolling us. That would be crazy.
Sitting there on his yacht with LeBron, and I assume that's Maverick.
Is that Maverick over there? Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of fans going, ooh. I saw something today. LeBron was working out at the Clippers facility.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. And someone said, oh, this may be nothing, but he's wearing Nike gear and he's at the Clippers facility. Usually he's at the Laker facility. He's wearing Laker gear. So I don't know, but
everything LeBron does is dissected, man.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Let the dude play out his last year in LA, retire, maybe go to Denver or whatever. That would be
hilarious. I don't know why, but it just strikes me as hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be LeBron. If there's anything to that, it would have to be him going, where would I have the best chance to win one more at the very end?
Right. Exactly. And players do it all the time. The Gary Paytons of the world have done it. CP3 is doing it. It's just with LeBron. I mean, did you see the video? Somebody said or they showed a video of LeBron. He was rapping along to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us on a boat somewhere or at some event. And it's like, that made news. It's like, dude, what? Now you see why I call myself the LeBron of Sacktown sports. It's like, no, I'm joking. But seriously, everything he does, I don't have to know about. I don't need to know. Who cares?
Mm-hmm. Do you care at all about the Luka news that Luka is on the cover of, is it GQ?
No, Men's Health.
Yeah. And he is
he looks cut.
Mm-hmm.
He looks good. That's trouble for the rest of the league if he can maintain that. You know, they got the Euro Cup coming up, Euro Basket or whatever coming up in August. So we'll get to see him perform, you know, how that new look body looks. But the first thing I thought of, Whitey, is I go through these cycles too, where I lose 20, 30 pounds before the season, and then the season comes and it's like you gain it all back.
Right.
I want to see Luke in January, February, what he looks like, right?
Yeah.
You
when
know,
he strains a calf muscle, which I'm not hoping on him, but when that happens, and then next thing you know, flabby Luke is back.
It's like Ben Simmons showing us jumpers in the summer, him making down 3 points. Who cares?
Yeah.
I want to see it during the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'll tell you, if Luka is in tip-top shape, I think the Lakers could come out of the West.
Really?
I really do. I mean,
you've been talking to Emron or something?
I know, right? Emron's hoping he got some signed Luka jersey he's trying to offload, I'm sure. But you look at LeBron still playing at a high level. Luka playing. This team won 50 games last year, and the roster is better this year. If they could get anything from DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia, I say watch out, man. I think they're right there, in my opinions, with the Denvers, the Clippers, that second tier below OKC.
Yesterday, Jay and I talked about, I think it was Bleacher Report or somebody had a top 5 most overrated players in the NBA right now. And I thought of it because a guy in the Lakers is on that list. Want to run that by you? Haven't seen that yet, right?
Nick told me about it.
Oh,
my son
okay.
Nick. Yeah. I heard Jay's guy was on there.
Man, come on, man. The disrespect.
At the very top.
Number one.
Disrespect.
And then his other guy, Austin Reeves, was on there too,
right.
I heard, right?
Yeah, he probably should have been a flip-flopper.
Right. Yeah. We'll get Drafe's thoughts on that when we come back to Sacktown Sports.
Whitey here, and I want to remind you, not all grills are created equal. The Napoleon Prestige line of outdoor cookers are built different, built better, and built to last, with features other grills can't match, complete with a lifetime warranty. It's a great time to find out for yourself because Napoleon's Pro Summer Blast is on right now. Save up to $400 today on a Napoleon Stainless Steel Pro Grill. Become the envy of your neighborhood. Offer ends July 31st, 2025. Visit your local Green Acres Nursery and Supply and get grilling today on your new Napoleon Prestige Pro Grill. Napoleon Stainless Steel Grills, simply the best.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. This summer comes with a full tank and endless possibilities. Your Toyota's ready for it, and right now, so are the deals. Get a low-cost lease on the all-hybrid 51 MPG 2025 Camry or Dynamic RAV4 and meet the all-new 2025 4Runner. Summer doesn't last forever, and neither do these deals. So hurry into your Toyota dealer and don't miss your chance to roam. Toyota, let's go places.
Offers available through TFS buyers with premium-rated credit. Offers end date 4/25.
Lowe's knows big savings make a big difference, especially when you're shopping for appliances. Hurry in to get up to 30% off select major appliances. Plus, My Lowe's Rewards members get free delivery, free haul away, free installation and parts on purchases of $2,500 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/30. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Price, delivery time, and vehicle availability may vary based on order size and location. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/delivery for more details.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure. You need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-329-2121. That's 800-329-2121.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Hey there, this is Dolly, coming to you straight from Nashville.
It's Stand Up to Cancer!
Join us Friday, August 15th for one night only and for one goal only to beat cancer. So stand up with all of us and let's save lives together. If we join forces, we can end cancer forever. Tune in Friday, August 15th at 8, 7 Central on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC. For more ways to watch, visit standuptocancer.org/show.
Your afternoon home for Kings Talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Trape's back with us today, and I know we touched on this yesterday, Jay and I, but we didn't get a chance yesterday, pardon me, to get Trape's thoughts on it. Turns out Nick, who's been a big part of the show today.
Yeah, he has. My little guy. Yeah.
So Nick ran this list by you, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, he told me about it the other day.
Yeah, this was put together by Zach Buckley for, I believe it was Bleacher Report. The most overrated players in the NBA right now. Number 5, De'Aaron Fox.
Wow.
You know, he's eligible for his extension.
Right.
You think he'll get it?
If I'm San Antonio, I'm holding off, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or do you sign him and then you have him under control and can flip him whenever you want? You don't want him going into his final year, you know. Doesn't he lose some value then if he's up? And
right.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe you do extend him.
The author of this piece points out that his career on-off differential, De'Aaron Fox, when he's on the floor, his teams are plus 0.6 as opposed to when he's off. That's not much.
Plus 0.6? Not plus 6.
Plus 0.6.
So he's just,
Yeah, it's just pretty
like he's there.
That's not the be-all, end-all, but that was interesting. So
okay,
he's at number 5. Oh, by the way, dishonorable mention, Scotty Barnes, Ja Morant, and Domantas Sabonis.
What? Really?
I hadn't seen that.
Wow, I didn't know that. Jeez.
Yeah. Number 4, Austin Reeves.
Hold up now. Oh, no. What they say about Austin Reeves? What did he say?
Let's see. All in all, you're looking at an offense-leaning, solid starter, perhaps high-end sixth man. Career marks and player efficiency rating are average. Skilled scorer, capable secondary playmaker. Not a lead in either category. Jay and I were saying yesterday, if he's overrated, Jay's not a Reeves guy. But a lot of that it's not because of him. It's just because he's on the Lakers.
Right. He's thought of higher. If he was doing the same thing with the Wizards, nobody'd be talking about him.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he you know what he is? He's almost like Jordan Poole.
Mm-hmm.
His numbers 20 points a game. It's hard to argue that. But because it's the Lakers, he gets a little more fanfare. There's a segment of the Laker population that I've seen on social because I'm keeping track of my boy Marcus Smart, who think Smart should start and bring Reeves off the bench. As that sixth man, like the article was saying.
Is that one of the reasons you think the Lakers could come out of the West because of Marcus Smart?
Oh, yeah, that's my guy. If he has anything, he is a difference maker. Yes, 100%. Because now you got a defender on the perimeter.
I think the
Luka
Clippers
doesn't have to do it.
Clippers are going to be better than the Lakers, and part of the reason I say that's because I want it to be true.
And you might be right, man. Clippers older than the Lakers, though, Whitey.
I know. Number 3, most overrated players right now, Jaren Jackson Jr. I disagree.
Really?
Yeah. This author points out that he doesn't rebound much and he fouls a lot, which I know those are not surprises. We all know that, but I think he's really good.
A defensive player of the year, 3-time all defense, 2-time all-star.
Oh, come on,
man. Right?
Ain't no way.
He's overrated. What do we talk? And the thing about it, the awards he's winning, he's not getting an all-star nod because of a popularity contest. These are the coaches voting him. These are the media members, voting him all defense and things like that.
Well, he hasn't had a ton of playoff experience. Most of it has been a mess. He's averaged 15.7 points, 6.5 rebounds in the playoffs. All right, so we agree that we agree to disagree with the author of this piece. Number 2, Tyler Hero.
What? He just came off an all-star campaign. What are they talking about? What's he say about Tyler Hero?
He was called out for his defensive deficiencies by Darius Garland following Game 2 of the first-round matchup with Miami. Tyler Hero vowed to take advantage of the fact that he said Garland doesn't play defense. He said, we'll see that in the rest of the series, and Tyler Hero went on to shoot 6 of 23. He's not a good defender. To me, I agree with that for this reason. 2023, he was out, and after he left because he was hurt, Miami went to the finals without him.
Yeah, but that was young Tyler Hero, though. Whitey, come on, man. That was in his, 4th year? That's like saying Ja Morant, when he got hurt, Memphis played better, so he's not good. Nah, give me Tyler Hero any day. And the fact is about Tyler Hero, Whitey.
He can shoot.
He can shoot the rock, and he's increased his points per game pretty much every season. One year it went from 20.7 to 20.1. But dude, he's improved pretty much every year. 38% career 3-point shooter. I take Tyler Hero in a heartbeat.
Number 1,
Jay's guy,
LaMelo Ball. Is he the most overrated player in the NBA right now?
He probably is the definition of overrated.
Now you're just trying
to no. He really is. Because Jay, what you doing back there, Jay?
You said that with a straight face too.
No, he is. LaMelo is all hype and no substance.
All sizzle, no steak.
All sizzle, no steak.
Huh.
Looks good in the store. As soon as you take it outside the box, it's made of cheap plastic, if you will. LaMelo Ball. You know what LaMelo Ball is? You ever see, I'm sure, A Christmas Story? The lamp that the dad bought.
Yeah, the leg lamp.
Leg lamp. That's what LaMelo Ball is. Some people, for some reason, are infatuated with this dude who hasn't won a damn thing.
How can you win when you don't play?
Right. Like this dude, Anthony Davis gets the street clothes moniker. This dude is street clothes for sure. Like and the thing about LaMelo Ball,
23, man,
talented player, Jay. But it's
Anthony
not
Davis
his
is 40.
basketball. It's not his basketball that makes him popular. It's the other stuff for some reason.
That's right.
Like,
he's a culture phenomenon.
Overrated, though.
Over the last 3 seasons,
he's averaging almost a triple-double.
LaMelo has suited up in 105 of a possible 246 games. That's 24 fewer appearances than Zion Williamson.
Oh, my gosh. Jay, this is worse than Zion.
25 a game, 7.5 assists,
15 games a year,
7 rebounds.
Jay.
He's playing for Charlotte.
47 games, 22 games, 36 games, 75. He's played one solid season.
They shut him down 2 years ago because they wasn't winning for nothing. They were tanking.
Jay, you can't defend this dude. He's played 230. This is Joel Embiid-esque.
He's an otherworldly passer.
No, he's solid.
Solid.
No,
he is a passer. He is. He's like,
dude,
he's one of those geniuses.
The issue with him is availability. No doubt about it. But when he's balling, there's not many people better than him. As I told Whitey yesterday, he's a phenomenon off the court because of the Ball last name and because, coming from California, LA kid, and the fact that he was a beast. We all knew, as Pops LeVar said, he was going to be the best of the Ball bunch, which he is. The spin of it, though, is, and I get it from the standpoint of availability, but a lot of his naysayers are OG cats that are in the game, NBA circles, NBA media. They don't like the brashness of who he is. And I compare it to the Anthony Edwards situation. Like, a lot of people don't like Edwards off the floor, but he's done a lot on the court because he's played. But if you look at LaMelo's numbers, dude, he's better than pretty much minus 5 point guards in the league.
Nah,
he
Jay,
just doesn't play.
Exactly.
He doesn't play, man.
Exactly. And that disqualifies for him from any kind of best point guard in the league.
Would you agree with this, Drapes? Jay, from the 209? LaMelo plays like he has AirPods in his ears.
Yes. Right, yes.
That's 100% right. Right.
Dude, Jay, come on, man. You can't be hitching your wagon to this guy.
Why not?
I want to see their team be better. Some of that's on him. It's not all on him.
Yeah.
And see how he responds to playing more meaningful games. We were talking about how yesterday Lonzo, early in his career, he was kind of a mess, but he ended up making himself a real good player. So now it doesn't mean he's just like his brother, but I would think that LaMelo is capable of something similar, but I think the environment has to change for him.
So why doesn't he play? Is it just because of the losing, or is he not durable?
I think combination. I mean, it is on record that he's been shut down a few times because they haven't played for nothing.
22 games 2 years ago.
Yeah, he broke his foot, right? That was
47 this past year.
Yeah.
36 the year before that.
And again, they're not playing for nothing. So some of these games he probably could play. He could probably play 65, 70 games. But for what? Let's tank. Let's go get Knuckle.
We may have to do point guard rankings, if you will. And I would love to know starting point guard rankings where LaMelo falls.
Oh,
I told
he's
Jay
like
yesterday,
10 or
I said,
something
can
around
we
there.
get him some milk or something?
Yeah,
right.
definitely
Strengthen the bones, right?
Nestle quick. I said we got to send him a gallon.
An endorsement.
Yeah,
there,
he should.
Seriously.
You're right. See, the difference of it is even if I like LaMelo, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. There's a lot of people who like players and they'll go to death for him. LaMelo needs to play more. He's got to figure it out. He's got to learn how to stay on the court. No doubt about it. What I'm saying is, and of course, it's a joke on the show a little more, but when he plays, he's a beast. It's the Zion effect.
Yeah.
Both of these guys need to play. If they don't play, they'll never be anything. But when they play, they're putting up numbers that other people can't. That's just the truth.
I'm not saying he's Steph Curry. Clearly,
No,
he's
hell
not.
no.
But, Steph, early in his career, Steph was like, this guy can't stay on the floor.
Right.
With the ankles. It was like constant. It's like, oh, my goodness. That's one reason why he didn't get big money early in his career.
Yeah.
He couldn't stay on the floor.
Right. What do you get that 4 for 44?
And he ended up like changing the way he ran or something.
And shoes. Remember, he changed the shoes from Nike to Under Armour. But that's part of it, fellas. He's coming into the point where he's 23 now. You've gotten a pass because you came in at 18, fresh out. You're pretty much fresh out, straight from Australia, and you were a little boy for the most part. You're 23 now. You've been in the league 4 or 5 years. You have to stay healthy. You need, for the next 5 or 6 years, you need to do what you need to do. If he doesn't, then all bets to the side, then he won't be considered one of the best players. He's an all-star. I mean, the dude was all-star at 19. He's a good ball player. He just can't stay on the court.
When we come back, why are the remaining NBA free agents still available? Next, Sacktown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal. You should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Sponsored by the California Army National Guard and Hop Valley Brewing. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
The Giant Summer Sale is here. Get giant savings on our giant selection only at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save during the Honda Summer Event and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. See all our specials at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Alan Stiles here with your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Denzel Clark, out with that right adductor strain, is going to be out until late August. Manager Mark Kotze said Clark will probably require a couple weeks from the date of his placement on the IL. Brady Basso, out with that left shoulder strain, is scheduled to throw 20 pitches upcoming in batting practice. He had been pulled off of his rehab assignment in mid-June. That was your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. It's Alan Stiles here. You injured at work? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay zero up front. Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your flagship station for the Beam Team.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Looking at NBA free agency, there are still some intriguing names available. The Kings have interest in at least one of those players. Why are these guys still available? We'll look at that list in just a moment. It's Whitey. You got Drapes back today and Jay. So we'll get to that in a moment. Jay, before we do, Drapes had to step out for a moment. I'm dying to know if you have any thoughts here on the Giants and the A's with the trade deadline coming up. And it's not till Thursday, I know, and nothing really has happened yet. A few deals here or there. But I think both teams are in interesting situations. The A's, of course, they have a lot of players. They're in no need. They don't need to make a move, but they have a lot of players, young guys that teams are going to be asking about, like Mason Miller. So the A's are in a really good spot. They don't have to do anything, and they're probably going to have people come to them, and they maybe can improve the roster that way. The Giants, it looks like Buster Posey's thinking, we got to make a run for it, and we got to do something. I hear they're interested in Tyler O'Neill. If I'm the Giants, I'm not sure giving up anything of future value is a smart play here, because I know they're, 4 out of the last wild card, if I'm not mistaken. I just don't know that they're good enough to go all in on anything right now. I don't know that it would be smart.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. They, they've hit a speed bump with their 8 back in the West, if I'm not mistaken, and 4 back, like you said, last wild card spot, and they're chasing Padres, who are in between.
They also, I think the Cardinals are ahead of them, and between them and the Padres, and I think the Reds as well. So, they got 3 teams ahead of them for the last wild card.
Yeah, it's uphill sledding. I joke, I kid around with Giants fans, but their team is above average. They're an above average team. They're just not good enough to compete with the top flight, squads.
They just
in the NL.
Not hit. I know they scored
they can't.
5 last night.
Yeah,
but they lost to the
They'll
Pirates.
take the L though. Yeah. But the flip side of that, when you're talking about the A's, the one thing about the A's are, and we know this, it's you try to get as many young lads on the squad as possible, as quick as possible. And you make your 4 or 5 year run, and then you spin them around and you redo it. You reset again. It's like a reinvention. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the A's hold pat a little more this year, because they have a bunch of them. I would say you might see the likes of like a Rooker, like you said, Mason Miller, who feels like he's been on the trade deadline, trading block for the last year and a half, 2 years. Something like that. But I don't really see the Butlers. You won't see the Soderstroms. I don't think you're going to see too many of those guys be on the move, because to me, that's their base, and that's their, what they're moving forward. The Giants are in an interesting position.
I think it's interesting also because you got Buster running the show. He's never been through this before. Everyone's like, oh, in Buster we trust. He's never been through, as the guy making the decisions, a deadline like this. He already made a big trade, mixed results. So I think that makes it even more interesting. Does Buster know how to do this?
Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to find out. But how far do you spoke on it? How far do you reach, knowing that you're 8 games back in your division? And again, as much as you talking about the Reds and Cardinals, you still are chasing someone within your division, which means they're playing for something also. So it's going to be uphill sledding for the Giants. I've said it. Now here goes a little hate. I've said, and I said it again. This is what the Giants do on a normal. They start decently, and all of a sudden, when people start to pay close attention to the standings, which is July, All-Star break, they just don't have the smoke to deliver, and that's just what it is. So
you have said that all year.
Yeah,
I get interested in a lot earlier, but you've said all along. Yeah, let me know.
All-Star break. July. Yeah, when it's July, that's when we start to pay attention to baseball, and I love baseball. But for folks like you and the Ramseys of the world who paying attention in April, hey man, God bless y'all.
Yeah.
July, we start when the Giants fall apart, per usual.
Yeah, you got so many teams now with all the extra wild cards that could make the case, wow, maybe we should be in. But it's tough when you're a team like the Giants and the deadline is Thursday, and all of a sudden you're not playing real well. And you've lost 4 in a row now. It's like, well, do we do something or not? Maybe we're better off not really giving up anything.
Don't you work around the edges? But you better not go. Your big move has already been done.
I agree.
You went and got Devers,
right?
And they've taken a lot of L's since they've gotten Devers. I think you work around the edges. If you're the Giants, hopefully the guys get hot and then you move on. If not, you're playing for next year. You set up. You definitely don't want to give up anything of substance. You just saw Wisenhunt get the start last night. Like, those are the things that you're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Anything else, if you spending guys like that to go get a known commodity, air quotes, then you're in trouble. That means you're selling your soul.
Are these guys in trouble, Drapes? The remaining NBA free agents. Here's a look at a few of them. We know the Kings have interest in at least one of them. Michael Pena breaks this down in the Ringer. Ben Simmons is still available. There's interest in Ben Simmons, right? I don't know about the Kings because we've gotten mixed reports. Yeah. There's been reports that the Kings, one of the teams in on him. We've also heard from Carmichael Dave that it's not going to happen. I don't know, but it's interesting. And he's still out. Why is Ben Simmons still out there?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, dude, because Ben Simmons is one of those roster camp invites in September or something like ain't nobody rushing to go sign Ben Simmons.
Obviously, yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
So you could just wait.
He just turned 29.
You could just wait.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just, if like the Celtics are supposedly the favorites to land Ben Simmons, like you said, why did I just sign him then? It's weird, I feel like.
Right. If Simmons stinks, as Michael Pena, no harm, no foul. You take a flyer. He'd be on a veteran's minimum contract for a team with zero expectations. He's suggesting, as Michael Pena, that Indiana takes a shot. I don't know. So he's still out there. We also we've talked a lot about Malcolm Brogdon. He's still available.
These dudes just don't move the needle at all.
Slew of health issues.
Is Malcolm close to being out the league?
I think so.
Yeah.
Damn.
He pretty damn close, ain't he?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 32 years old, and he's been hurt a lot. He's one of those guys that's had
Mellow ball style, baby.
Yeah. Melo is what'd you say? He's 23, and then you got Malcolm Brogdon, 32, breaking down a little bit. 2 years ago, Clippers backed out of a trade with the Celtics after not liking what they saw. So he just may be done.
Yeah, just a few years ago, sixth man of the year, but he's just. Can he shoot? I can't remember. Did he improve his shooting at all? He's just sort of.
You're right. 2023, sixth man of the year with the Celtics.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't move the needle, you know.
And since then, he's played 63 games combined for the Trailblazers and the Wizards.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Wizards don't want you. You know you're a step out of the league, about to be out of the league.
Mm-hmm. Here's a guy we've talked about. We've gotten calls on Amir Coffey. Still available. 28 years old, 6'7", good shooter. Comfortable with his role off the bench. Right.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by him, because he seems to be a solid, player. Doesn't have injury history or anything like that, I don't think. A little shocked by him. It feels like all the signings have just stopped.
Yes.
Yeah.
He averaged last year 24.3 minutes per game, and he made 40.9% of his threes.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like a perfect guy.
He's not been a problem anywhere he's been. He's professional. So maybe, I know this is kind of too convenient to say. Sometimes it's kind of an umbrella term now, but it could be the CBA.
Right. New CBA, right?
Yeah. It's a new CBA. Another guy who's available that we know very well, Al Horford. Probably won't be available for long, though.
Warriors got him, right?
Is
that the read on him? Just waiting on this Kuminga situation to clear up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Al. And, I was talking to his agent a couple of weeks ago at Summer League, and he really said Al was really considering retiring, and he sort of earned that time to think it out. But according to reports, it seems like Golden State already has a wink, wink, nod, handshake kind of deal with him.
Michael Pena says there's a scenario in which the Warriors sign Kuminga to a tradable short-term contract that puts them into the tax and then use their taxpayer mid-level exception to add Horford on 2 years, $11.6 million. So it does look like he's one of those guys that probably has something in place. Just everything has to happen
first.
For that
set
up. And
who
Russell Westbrook.
Man, we just recycling the same stuff when it comes to these players in the NBA, aren't we?
Yeah.
There's not a big basket of people.
No, but to me, it's interesting that those guys are still available. There's something to be said for pretty much each of those guys. They're of some value, and they're all still out there. And the Kings, it looks like the Kings have genuine interest in Russell Westbrook, and it looks like it's mutual.
I'm not going to debate the merits of whether Scott Perry should be interested in Russell Westbrook or not, because I've gone on record with my thought on that.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like to me the Kuminga situation is holding up a bunch of these guys, the Westbrooks, because if the Kings get Kuminga, theoretically a guard is going out to Golden State. That clears a way for Russell Westbrook. I feel there are agreements in place, but the dominoes need to fall in order, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Not just for us, for Warriors also, some of these other teams, Celtics with Ben Simmons. You know, I mean, there's so many dominoes that need to fall first. And, you know, we're out here in Northern California. I wonder what they're saying in Chicago. Are they saying, you know, well, we need to see the Josh Giddey domino falls first, and then we can do this, we can do that. Maybe we're in on Kuminga also. Are they having those similar conversations? It's weird. Is it the CBA that's causing this? Because I don't remember a time in which you had really good basketball players. These aren't fringe guys we're talking. Maybe the Brogdons of the world, but Russell Westbrook should be on the roster. You know,
Amir Coffey should. He's not a great player, but you can't look at it and go, "Oh yeah, I could see why no one would."
Right. I don't know why anybody would want him. Right. You know, would not want him. And so I don't know. I don't want to say collusion among owners, but it just something's up, right? Like we have not seen this before. You know, in this level of restricted free agents not being signed.
Mm-hmm.
Give you another one, fellas.
Yeah, what you got?
Someone that's in our backyard. There's been no whispers, no screaming and yelling at Trey Lyles.
Trey Lyles.
He's got what speaks to what you're saying, Drapes. I think the Kuminga chip is definitely holding up the Horford, the Ben Simmons, the Russell Westbrooks, those type of conversations. But has anyone heard anything about Trey Lyles?
Only a little bit of rampant speculation that maybe he'll play for Mike Brown. But no reporting. Honorable mentions: Chris Boucher, Thomas Bryant, DeAnthony Melton, Trey Lyles.
Those are solid players.
GP2 and Seth Curry.
GP2, Seth. I don't know what's going on, man. And maybe this is why some players want expansion, because for these guys not to have roster spots, it's crazy. I just Googled Trey Lyles and, what people are saying section. Warriors eye Trey Lyles as Horford watch continues. I see that on Warrior Nation out there. So it's great. Trey Lyles is a solid NBA player.
Right.
He could help a number of teams. I just don't get why he's not being signed.
He's one of those guys. I heard a term last night watching baseball. They were talking about relievers, and there are certain guys that you have an expected outcome. Certain guy, you can trust them.
Yeah.
And so, like, Trey Lyles is not a superstar, but you know what you're going to get from him.
Right.
He consistently produces. Right. And sometimes he actually, as we saw last year, exceeds that a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a good rebounder, and he's a good three-point shooter.
It just doesn't make sense, Yeah, I'm looking at some of the other stuff. Sixers should try to sign Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles and Mike Brown, re-hooked up. It's weird, man.
Mm-hmm. So we just we sit and we wait. I still, not to be redundant, I'm just not sure of what Russell Westbrook would bring to just about any of the parties here. I don't understand why the Kings would go out, get a veteran point guard and shooter and then get another one. But I guess it has to do with what he brings in terms of intensity. If you're trying to show your young players how to do that, I guess. And he has been. He's one of the 75 best players of all time, right?
Yes, he is.
Maybe there's some value in having a guy like that come to your organization. But it's a little, let's be honest, it's sad to me that no one else wants him.
Right.
It's Russell Westbrook.
That's why I wonder, man, are there some deals already in place? Like, we're going to sign you, Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, Russell Westbrook. We just got to do this first. It doesn't make sense. And somebody asked the question on social media, don't you think it's weird that these guys aren't signed? And I think the Kuminga thing really is holding up a lot, especially, Westbrook, Al Horford, Melton, Kuminga. It's not fun, man. This, from a journalist, from a media standpoint, this has been an awful free agent period because there's so much speculation, so much, I thought the Westbrook rumors had died down for a while, and then they rekindle this past weekend. Also, the Malik Monk trade rumors have heated up. The Devin Carter, it's like, can we just get something done?
Yeah. Jay made, I thought, a spot-on point yesterday, talking specifically about Westbrook. It looks like the Westbrook situation, as you say, I hate this term, but I think it applies here. It is what it is. I mean, nothing's really changed. It looks like the Kings are waiting for something to happen, and it looks like Westbrook is waiting to see where things go. Nothing's changed. But then somebody, Matt George did some reporting, which I think was correct. But then someone says, looks like the Kings have interest in Westbrook. And the assumption consumers of that report have is, whoa, here we go. Well, nothing's happening yet. It's It's been that way for a long time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's no movement on that or anything.
Right.
Somebody tweets something now from, our boy Alan Stiles got, aggregated out there. And then I forget what he said.
Well, I think what he said was, and this was last week, maybe you guys talked about it. Didn't he say or post that, or he said it on his show? I have to think the Kings have a handshake agreement with DeMar that they would do some with him if Kuminga comes in.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what he?
Yeah. And then Nick was like, Dad, did you see this report? And somebody aggregated report.
Yes.
Kings haven't. And I'm like, that's not a report. That's
Alan's opinion.
Alan's opinion. And so, I think a lot of this stuff, and, we live in a content-driven society. People got to put out for content. But like you said, you could tweet something that there's been no movement, but all of a sudden it becomes a topic again. It brings it back up. Yeah.
What would you do if you were Jonathan Kuminga? How would you play this?
So let's say the Warriors really are offering the 2 years, $40 million deal.
That's what Mark Stein reported. The offers have topped out about there.
Versus the qualifying offer, what, 7 and change?
Yeah,
something like that.
Just under 8, I think. Yeah.
So I'd probably take the 2 million, a 2 year, $40 million deal. Because one, you get your bag. It's not a whole lot, in terms of what you wanted. You wanted 4 years, 120, 130, or whatever it is. But you get your money. It's not $7.9 million. You get $40 million, and the Warriors could still possibly trade you at some point. And then in 2 years, you hit free agency again. I would probably take the deal. You have to swallow a little pride, tuck your tail a little bit, go back, and play nice with Steve Kerr. But that's what I would do.
This was really interesting. Anthony Slater, when he shared the report, this is what he said. The part that shouldn't get lost in this situation, Jonathan Kuminga is not just looking for the exact contract he wants in free agency. He's looking for the opportunity he wants on the court. So, it's not like he's just not looking for his bag. He's just, I just want my money. Obviously, he's a professional. He wants a good contract, but he's also looking for somewhere where he can have a role. Look, you're our guy, because he's been getting yo-yoed in and out of the lineup, whether that was prudent, a good decision or not. So that's also, he wants both those things.
Right.
That's why it's significant.
Money and
role. That he is open to the Kings. Although, as Carmichael Dave pointed out yesterday, what's he going to say? Of course he says he's open to it. It just behooves him to say he's open to it. But this is, I know we touched on this earlier. This is from Logan Murdoch, and this is what he wrote in May about why Steve Kerr had been very frustrated with Jonathan Kuminga. Again, I'm not saying Steve Kerr's right. I'm not saying the Kings have to be out on this guy because of this, but this is what happened. A lot of times people wonder, why didn't Steve Kerr play him? Despite his talent, Kuminga's propensity to look for his shot at the expense of the flow of Golden State's offense has irked the coaching staff. During a late season game against the Blazers, Team sources say Kerr was incensed after several instances in which Kuminga looked off Curry to create his own offense. Kuminga subsequently received DNPs in the Warriors' regular season finale against the Clippers and then again in their play-in matchup against the Grizzlies. By the start of the playoffs, many within the organization wondered whether Kuminga, who was eligible for an extension, had played his last game as a Warrior. So you've got an owner there who loves Kuminga and still sees him as maybe a part of the future. You've got a coach who says, I can't have a guy on the floor that's looking off Steph Curry.
Yeah. And I would, believe that if Steve Kerr feels that, Steph Curry probably not too happy about it either, right?
I agree 100%.
Steph Curry feels the same way that Steve does.
Right.
This dude's looking me off, like, pass me the ball. And so, yeah, I get it. It's an untenable situation. But if you're the Warriors and why not just let him go? Why not just make the deal be rid of the headache? And you know what I mean? Why hold this guy if he doesn't want to be there?
Yeah. Well, if they do a sign and trade, they're hard capped at the first apron, right? So if they're going to do that, I think they want to make sure that they're getting something they like.
Right.
It's not just, let's get rid of them, because there's a price for doing that for them even.
Damn. CBA.
Yeah, it is.
See? I don't like it. It's family slagle. So Draymond got twice as long and more money per year. Yeah, it's,
Oh, they love Draymond.
But they love, right. It's
Yeah.
Steve Kerr's guy, Steph's guy, and everything.
They've bent over backwards about, the culture and everything. And like Draymond does something, it's like, yeah, but it's Draymond.
Yeah. He's helped us win 4 championships.
Yes.
Yeah. Wrap it up, man. But it doesn't seem like there's no sense of urgency regarding any of this, it seems like.
Don't you think the Kings saw an opportunity? They make an offer, which is Slate's told us on our show. They floated an offer, which they knew might not be accepted, but hey, they try to find out if they can get him for less than what he's worth. And the Warriors say no. So the Kings are like, okay. And then at least they've engaged the Warriors.
Right.
And the Warriors are coming back with, I think they're coming back with, we want Keon and we want Keegan and we want a number one. And of course, the Kings are like, that's not going to happen.
They're doing it
I
without
think that's where we are.
Yeah. Somebody's going to have to blink, right? Either the Kings will have to up their offer or the Warriors going to have to decrease their asking price. I think that's what we're waiting on. This may go into September, Whitey. This could easily drag on into September.
And the Kings know that they have to do something because they can't sign Horford. They're held up till they do something. So we're going to wait. We're just going to wait. Something falls our way.
Yeah. I may have to take off the entire month of August. This Kuminga stuff.
I'm with you.
Right, Jay? I'm tired of it, big fella. We need
nothing else to discuss.
Dog, we got our boy Alan Stiles out here tweeting. Let me pull this up here, Whitey, because it's 5:25 on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, Stiles. Kuminga doesn't want 2 for $40 from the Warriors. Amick mentioned on Warriors podcast a couple of weeks ago. The Kings were trying to pay $20 million average annual. But last week, Slater reported the meeting went well. Kings may have upped the contract with first, second option promises. All based. What makes Allen tweet that 15 minutes ago? There's nothing going on. There's nothing. We're talking just to talk right now about Jonathan Kuminga. It's ridiculous.
So we will talk instead about the 49er who dropped 30 spots in the top 100 voting by players. Can you guess who that is? The 49er who dropped 30 spots in the top 100 voting by players. Next on Sacktown Sports.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16 Pro. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Hand sanitizer. It's lavender.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check this pocket. Oh, mints?
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins. I'm a mom. Wait, one sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
It's our best iPhone offer ever. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line $100 plus a month on experience beyond finance agreement $999.99 and qualifying ported. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Payoff via virtual prepaid card allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries last month?
And this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
And this.
Fargo, what's my checking account routing number?
And that's just the beginning. Do you, Fargo? You can in the Wells Fargo mobile app. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Fargo is only available on the smartphone versions of the Wells Fargo mobile app. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Well, by his standards, Lawrence Butler isn't having the kind of season he expected, but still, Lawrence is just 25, and he's only played the equivalent of 2.5 seasons in the minor leagues. And now he's on a pace to become the first athletic since Coco Crisp back in 2013 to go 20-20, 20 homers and 20 stolen bases. Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. It's how retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing must-visit shops. And it's how healthcare offices become data-managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business.
Afternoon home for Kings Talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Fitz, you being a Philly guy, are you a Bryce Harper guy?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What do you think of what Bryce Harper had to say to the commissioner? I know there's a lot of A's fans who would like to say to Rob Manfred what Bryce Harper said to the commissioner. This was recently, maybe this weekend. There was a meeting in the Phillies clubhouse, and you had the commissioner of baseball talking to players, and he's mentioning the game's economics. And the players know that the CBA runs out December of 26. But Rob Manfred, the owners are already hinting about salary cap, and the players don't want any part of that. So the commissioner is speaking with the Phillies, and the meeting took a turn when Manfred started talking about the game's economics, according to Jeff Passan. The game's economics. The players know what that means. Harper stood up, walked toward the middle of the room, faced up to Manfred, and said, if you want to speak about that, you can get the F out of our club.
Get him out of here.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
Manfred, sources said, responded that he was, quote, not going to get the F out of here, saying it was important to talk about threats to MLB's business and ways to grow the game. So he stood up to Bryce Harper.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Manfred, according to reports, he never used the term salary cap, though the idea that the league would look to implement one is it looks like maybe that's where they're headed. They're being very careful about it. Rob Manfred also, he said, I saw a quote where he said, it's part of my job to establish cordial relations with the players. And he says, I have failed to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
No duh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Nick Castellanos stepped in to ask more questions, and that seemed to get the meeting on track. Harper and Manfred, they shook hands after the meeting, but Harper did not answer phone calls from Manfred after the fact. This is all according to Jeff Passan. Castellanos said, it was pretty intense, definitely passionate. Both of them, the commissioner giving it back to Bryce and Bryce giving it back to the commissioner. That's Harp. He's been doing this since he was 15 years old. It's just another day. I wasn't surprised, end quote. You have salary caps of various kinds in different sports. Baseball's never had one, and baseball players are dug in on that. They do not want any kind of salary cap.
Yeah, I would have did the same. Well, I wish I had the balls to do what Bryce Harper did, like get out. As soon as he mentioned it, get out of here, get out of our, that shows you, what kind of, gravitas that Bryce Harper has, and B, their views on Rob Manfred.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It also speaks to the fact that this is our clubhouse. You don't really belong here. We will tolerate your presence, but if you're going to talk about that, get the F out of our clubhouse.
Nah, get them out of here. Like, think about it. That's the one thing from a baseball standpoint, a player, you don't have a salary. You can earn as much as somebody will put, like a free open market, really, when you think about it, from a player standpoint. And, let's say basketball didn't have a cap. How much is LeBron, Steph Curry getting? So from a player standpoint, I get it. I'm with Bryce Harper. We don't want that.
It's worked for the NBA, though. And I know they're more partners, right? The players and the owners.
Yeah.
So is it something that players should consider? I just don't think it's their problem. And they point out,
right.
You're making all this money. It's up to you to figure out how to divvy it up.
How to divvy it up. Yeah. And, you have revenue sharing. It's on the cheap owners.
Yes.
Like, if you want your team to be successful, your franchise to be successful, you got to pay for it. It's kind of like the American way, right?
It is.
And so,
they want the players to bail them out.
Right. And the players like, nah, I'm with Bryce Harper on this one, for sure.
Yeah. So we'll see. We got a ways to go on that, but that could be headed to a showdown. If the commissioner in baseball really are going to at some point say, we're going to need a cap, baseball they won't play baseball for a while.
Yeah. He said, they're willing to sit out 162.
Bryce Harper said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it could. When's the deal up?
I believe it's up December of 26.
Wow. So one more season after this.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. They got time to work it out.
Yeah, got time.
I don't know that they're gonna. Now, as I mentioned, there's a 49er that dropped 30 spots.
Christian McCaffrey
in the top 100 NFL players, top 100. This is voted on by NFL players. I don't know. Christian McCaffrey, I don't think has shown up yet. I don't think he could mathematically have fallen that far. But here's what we have. Number 60 now, and he was not ranked last year. Who is Cooper?
Ah, my guy.
Cooper DG? Cooper DG? Who is that, Jay?
Just overrated safety.
Hey, just call him a champion. How about that? Call him a champion. Super Bowl champion.
Second round pick. Pretty good pick.
Yeah, pretty
Cooper
good.
DeJean, number 60. Number 59, Matthew Stafford, down 17 spots. Right now he's day-to-day with a back injury.
Oh, yeah.
Of course he is. It's, it's July.
Right.
But Jay and I talked about this yesterday. Right now, as of right now, the guy in LA is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right now. Yeah. In July. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot he was still in the league.
Number 58, not rated last year, Joe Mixon.
Not rated. Okay.
And here he is, number 57, dropped 30 spots, Nick Bosa.
Oh, he's too high. He should be like 99.
He too high.
Yeah. Fourth straight Pro Bowl.
Where's he at? 50 what?
57.
That's about right, though.
Down 30 spots. He really has been a little bit underwhelming, huh?
He got that change, man. Talking about
yeah.
cap, salary cap. He got that change, and just ain't been the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cold part about it, fellas, is because of the numbers that he put up, were astonishing numbers. Early on in his career, all we keep hearing about is, oh, there's no one on the opposite side to spell him, and they're double teaming and they're chipping him and they're doing it. I don't give a damn. Still go get your money, brother.
Yeah,
Right.
you got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
Right. He had a Pro Football Focus grade of 91, which, people say you can't put too much stock in those, but that was 6th among defensive ends. And his defense pass rush grades were also both top 10. But Jay, wouldn't you agree the way the 49ers are set up, he's got to be better than that?
100%.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good, but they need him to be better than they're paying
they
him
need to be 20.
better than that.
Top 20. You can't be in the 50s. Yeah, he is paid as a top 20 guy in the league. No doubt about it.
Right,
Yeah, he's got to go get his money. But
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see how it plays. You got the big fella Mike Hill next to him. So we'll see how it
Solid
goes.
back,
On the opposite side. So, that's what, for whatever reason, fellas, that's what's been this kind of like, the excuse for Nick Bosa over the last couple of years. Well, they don't have anyone that's powerful or anyone that's bringing, train smoke on the other side. And so it's just kind of one of them things. Bosa is a good player, no doubt about it. He's a great player.
Yeah.
But he's not playing top 20 great.
Right. He's not like 2019 Nick Bosa.
Right.
It was a force of nature. Yeah. One good thing about him, Trent Williams says that's how he knows whether he can still play or not, is in practice. If he
Going
can hold
against
his own
Bosa.
against Bosa, he's like, I know I'm still good.
I'm still on point.
But for all the talk of Kyle Shanahan and the 49er offense, I still think it comes down to getting to the quarterback. The pass rush is one of the absolutely pivotal elements of their success.
Yeah, how'd they do at that last year? If I'll pull up the numbers right here. Like, what was the issues this past season? Was it pass rush? Was it offensive line?
Stopping the run's been an issue for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when
run
Fred's
stop.
got an ankle issue.
Yeah. And it's
Greenlaw was down.
when you agree, Jay, it's very basic, as complicated and as exotic as Shanahan's schemes seem to be. It's we run the ball and we stop the run. It's really bread and butter football. We run the ball and we stop the run.
Yeah.
When they can't do either of those two things, they're in trouble.
Yep.
Basically, they averaged about 2 sacks per game. That's Patriots, Falcons, Titans, Panthers, Jaguars, Dolphins, Colts, and Bengals were worst. So they're about 24 or so, 25th in the league last season in sacks.
For all the money that they spent on the defensive line.
Yeah. When you go back to that 2023 season, they were 9th in the league in sacks. That's 2023, the season before. 2022, I believe they were even better. I'll have to look. No, they were worse, actually. But that 23 season, that was Bosa's big season, right? Yeah, that was the one where he had 18.5 sacks. He was getting after it. Then 10.5, then 9. So you're right.
He needs to be double digits.
He needs to be in double digits, right?
In the teens, for sure.
Yeah.
Like 13, 14, 15.
Yeah. Is Robert Saleh capable of making that much of a difference on the defense? With all those young guys, they're counting on him making a big difference.
Yeah.
Big defensive.
The difference for me coming into this year is I think Saleh has proven to be who he is defensively, a leader of men when it comes to, strapping guys up on the defensive side and getting them pumped and ready to play. Where I'm trying to figure out how this defense is going to look compared to some of the other solid defenses are, we're counting on some younger players this year to step into the role.
Right.
And we've had guys come on the show. We'll have Vic Tafer on tomorrow, who's covered the 49ers now. They're talking about, and who do we have on just yesterday? And we were talking about was that yesterday, Whitey, or was that last week? I can't even remember. We're talking about
Rob Guerrero on no, not last week. I wasn't here.
It was. I can't remember, but we were talking. Oh no, we were having a conversation about D. Winters. Looks like he's going to be the starter next to.
It was such a
Fred
good
Warner.
conversation. You assumed there was a guest.
Yeah, it was a guest.
just-
Absolutely, we were moving and grooving.
That was happening.
A lot of people thought Nick Martin was going to be the guy. So when you really look at it, and then we talked about the safety position, where I said there's no way in hell Malik Mustafa's not playing. Malik Mustafa's not playing safety, but you're talking about Pinnock and
Saleh guy.
Yeah, come on now, that's absolute nonsense. So we're really depending on some young guys to step up and play a big role this year.
We come back with a return of Whitey's Wayback Machine quiz.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Drake?
Of course I am. I'm well rested.
Jay, you ready to go?
Yeah, I think I sent him home last time. Is that all right? Is that right? Sent him home? Okay.
Next on Sacktown Sports.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Big year. I'm starting middle school.
Welcome to the jungle, Missy.
Best part? My parents promised me a new laptop.
Perfect for homework, essays, and drudgery.
So we went to Staples. They had all the latest tech, and laptops were up to 40% off.
Woo! Another back-to-school budget saved by Staples Easy Button.
Mom high-fived the cashier. So embarrassing.
Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. In Z23, select models only.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save up to $800 on select smart beds. Limited time. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave here for Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room, inviting you to come join them every Wednesday for their midweek madness drawing, giving away $2,000 in total cash starting at 6 p.m. It's a safe and friendly environment, plenty of well-lit parking available, and it's conveniently located right there in downtown Sacramento. And remember, best food, best service, best games, 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota because your next adventure is waiting at your Toyota dealer. Get ready to tear it up and explore this summer like you mean it. Right now, get a low-cost lease on 2025 Tacoma or get $3,000 cash back on 2025 Tundra. Plus, check out the all-new 4Runner. Now's the time for those who know adventure goes off-road. Don't miss these deals. Head to your Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Cashback available through TMNA and cannot be combined with other offers. Offers end 8/4/25.
Summer's flying by, and that back-to-school checklist, it's growing fast. New backpack? Check. School supplies? Check. Dentist appointment? Let's fix that. Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics is making it easy to cross dental checkups off your summer list fast with priority scheduling for new patients and kid-friendly care that makes them smile. It's one less thing to worry about before fall. Call now or book online at kidscaredental.com. That's kidscaredental.com because healthy smiles should be the easiest thing to check off your summer list.
The Tribe Guys powering your afternoons Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Wayback Machine quiz coming up. Before we get to that, the only person who enjoys talking about Kuminga more than Jay is Kyle Draper. And Drapes, here's a question for you from the 530. Why can't the Kings just offer Kuminga a contract? Is it because they don't have cap space? Would they have to buy out DeMar? They could offer him, but the words just match, right?
Right. I don't even think we have the cap space to do that, though, right? Do we? Like, by what avenue do we have?
Whatever they could offer him would be something that the Warriors would easily match.
Yeah, easily match. Yeah, right. It's not like
we
can
Kuminga
offer.
Wouldn't have to sign it, right?
No, it's just an offer.
He can say, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He can just say,
nope,
thanks.
I don't want that. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's why there's a holdup with him, all these other guys out there. Josh Giddey, the restricted free agents. It's not just easy, we don't just sign you.
Yes.
Yeah.
See how easy this is. It's time for Whitey's Wayback Machine quiz for the July the 29th, brought to you by Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. Jay, you say you're the reigning champion?
You know that.
Dog, you've been gone for so many weeks. I don't know. I can't remember.
Weeks.
A month.
It's been forever since we did this. So, I'll let Jay go.
It's all good. We coin flip it.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're up, Jay.
Okay,
Jay, you're up.
Okay, lead off. Ricky Henderson. Here we go.
Here are your choices, Jay. We have this date, what year in pro football. Everything in the quiz happened on this date, or it's related to things that happened on this date, July 29th. This date, what year in pro football? 1961 losing streaks. 1974 stolen bases. We have 1995 in pro football, 2013 in walk-off history, and 2021 NBA draft analytics.
Man.
I know it's a lot there. You guys don't have it in front of you, so I can go over any of it if you're wondering. But, Jay, your choice, where would you like to go?
95.
1995 in pro football.
Okay.
It's a multiple choice question for you, Jay.
Okay.
So good luck with that. This team, or what team, this date, 1995, what team hosts a 20-14 exhibition win in the first game in franchise history? This date, 1995. Houston Texans, Baltimore Ravens, Carolina Panthers.
Ooh, I believe that's the Carolina Panthers.
You are correct.
Damn, Jay.
Kerry Collins, baby. Is that Kerry Collins?
Collins.
Yes, and they defeated Jacksonville, and they were also playing their first game.
Okay.
Jay's up 1-0. Over to you, Kyle Draper. This day, what year in pro football? 1961 losing streaks, 1974 stolen bases, 2013 in walk-off history, and 2021 NBA draft analytics.
Analytics? What kind of show? What are we doing now? Give me the NBA draft analytics.
21?
Got it.
What the hell?
2021 NBA draft analytics.
Jamias Ramsey.
Which player taken in the 2021 NBA draft? It was on this date because of the COVID changing the schedule. Which player taken in the 2021 NBA draft has posted the most win shares, 28.3, and the highest value over replacement player, 9.8? Multiple choice. Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes. That makes sense? Need me to go over any of that?
Evan Mobley.
That is exactly right.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. No need to go over it, big fella. I know these things.
All right. Yeah. 1-1. Back to you, Jay. This day, what year in pro football? 1961 losing streaks, 1974 stolen bases, 2013 in walk-off history.
Let's go this year football.
You got it. This day, what year? So you get to hear it, and then decide if you want to go first and guess in the year, or you want Drapes to go first. This day, what year in pro football? A New York jury rules in favor of the USFL in their antitrust suit against the NFL and awards the USFL $1 in damages.
Ooh.
This date, what year?
I kind of have an idea. I'll let Drapes go first.
What do you think,
Let me hear it again one more time, please.
This date, what year? A New York jury rules in favor of the USFL in their antitrust suit against the NFL and awards the USFL $1 in damages, which were then trebled to $3.
1985.
1985.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
That's not right.
It's not correct.
I think it's 82, 83, 84. I'm going 84.
1986.
Man, that was a heck of a guess. I was going to go 84. I was right there. Yeah, man.
Because I remember 84, the USFL.
Dang.
Because I had a poster on my room back then.
Philadelphia Stars?
Stars, yes. I had a
Who
Stars.
was on the Stars? Who was on the Stars?
I don't even
Anybody
remember.
else?
I don't even remember. Man.
What's his name? Bell. Oh, it's a good running back.
Yeah. I don't even remember back then, man. But I just knew I had a poster on my wall.
Oh, what was the guy's name? Anyways, 2-1.
That was a good guess.
Yeah.
I would have said 84.
Drapes, you have the lead 2-1, and you're up.
Okay.
Yeah. 1961 losing streaks, 1974 stolen bases. Kellen Bryant? No.
Kelvin Bryant.
Yeah.
Kelvin Bryant.
1961 losing streaks, 1974 stolen bases, 2013 in walk-off history.
2013.
2013 in walk-off history. It's multiple choice.
Okay, I got this.
Who becomes, this date, 2013, the oldest player ever at 42 years and 6 months? The oldest player ever to hit a walk-off homer in a Cleveland win over the White Sox? Julio Franco, Jason Giambi, or Jim Thome? So on this day, 2013, the oldest player ever at 42 and 6 months to hit a walk-off homer in a Cleveland win over the White Sox.
He might be trying to trick me.
Julio Franco, Jason Giambi, Jim Thome. Drapes leading 2-1.
Jim Thome.
Jim Thome is not correct. Over to Jay for the steal. Scoop and score to tie
Jay
it
was
up.
going to say Jim Thome.
No.
Nah.
Jay, who was it? Oldest player ever this day, 2013, 42 and 6 months to hit a walk-off homer. Cleveland win over the White Sox. Julio Franco or Jason Giambi? Jay could tie it up right here.
The one that I thought is still on there, but I don't remember him playing the 42.
Right.
Is Julio Franco still around in 2013?
Jay trying to
Jay's working
talk
it
himself
around
in.
Yeah.
This is big. He could tie the game
Yeah,
up.
this is big.
Giambi didn't play to no damn 42. But Franco, I feel like his career was over by 2013. I'll go Franco.
Jason Giambi.
That was my first thought too. Dang, I should have went with my stomach.
Oh man,
I should have went with my stomach.
Drapes dodges a bullet.
Yes,
Phil has
up
the lead
2-1.
2-1. You're up though, Jay. 1961 losing streaks. 1974 stolen bases. Drapes leading 2-1.
Let's go stolen bases.
1974 stolen bases.
Vince Coleman.
It's a closest two.
Okay.
You want to go
Let
first?
Drapes go first.
Drapes?
This guy.
This date, 1974, Lou Brock steals the 700th base of his career. 700th base of his career. The question is this. Of the top 200 on the all-time stolen base list,
damn,
how many are active players?
Man, what kind of question is this?
Top 200?
Top 200. All-time stolen bases.
I mean,
how many are active players?
This is a wild guess.
What?
Like the top 200?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to actually go relatively low. 12.
12. Jay?
I didn't have no clue. No clue.
Lou Brock steals the 700th base of his career. Of the top 200 on the all-time stolen base list, how many are active players? Kyle Draper says 12.
Oh, this is tough. I'm just trying to think of a few that's like Acuña's and got to be some OG vets in there somewhere. That wouldn't it be crazy if it's like 5 or something? I'll go 13.
Starling Marte, Jose Altuve, Trey Turner, and Jose Ramirez.
That's terrible. 5. Didn't I say 5?
Yep, Jay,
God.
you did.
That's
It
terrible.
ain't like it used to be, big fella.
Man.
Yeah.
Kyle Draper is the winner today.
That is terrible.
He wins the victory.
All is right in the world. All is right in the world. The world is on
What
its
happens when you go to the Del Mar?
Go to Del Mar.
Fairmount.
Dip in the waters at Del Mar.
Uh-huh.
That's terrible. That is horrific. And I said it's gonna be like 5.
Yeah. That's
Starling Marte, Altuve, and who else?
Trey Turner and Jose Ramirez. Because it's stolen
What's the
bases.
bottom? What's 200? Top 200 is who? Did you see who was number 200?
Jose Ramirez is 199.
And how many does he have?
I'd have to double check. Like, around 3, I think. Yeah, the stolen base is just not.
Yeah,
what
nobody
used to
does
be.
it. But I was like, man, Acuña's been around for 4 seasons. He might be already there.
Mm-hmm. He's benefited from it because they changed the rules to encourage more stolen bases.
That's
but for
terrible.
a long time there, a long time, guys have just been hit it over the fence. You don't need to steal.
Yeah, you don't
Where's
need
the
to
Billy
steal.
Hamiltons of the world when you need them, huh?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, you almost had it too, Jay.
I know. I
he
literally
said
was
it
going to
right
say 5. I was like, yeah, 5.
But he's like,
Dude, I was going to say Giambi. I thought it was Giambi. Like, man, I don't remember Giambi playing the 42, though.
I'm not sure I remember him playing for Cleveland.
I remember him
Yeah,
playing
I
for
don't-
Cleveland.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just couldn't remember if he played for 42. But you threw. I was hoping. See, you said Julio Franco first, and I was like, he played for Cleveland. So you kind of threw it in there, Giambi, and then I was like, oh, Thome for sure wasn't Thome.
See, you were right.
Yeah.
You're like, was Franco playing in 2013?
Yeah. Like, he ain't playing no 2013. But you never know. At this point, he was playing when he was 50, it felt like.
Good win for Kyle Draper.
good way to
win,
end the show. Yep.
You got ice cream tonight?
Nah, my daughter texts. She wants to go out to eat at a restaurant. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or do I cook at home. I didn't take anything out tonight.
Restaurant.
Yeah, we'll probably go somewhere.
You throw that meat out, bro?
I didn't throw that meat out, man. We might get something to go sit outside somewhere.
No doubt. Summertime,
Go to the
baby.
playground.
Couple more weeks left in the summer, man.
Yep.
Show up and show out.
We're back with you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Stick around. The GR Sports Brief Show is next right here on Sacktown Sports.